Didn't go through? Oh no, it went through. Hello. Howdy. Howdy, hello, and welcome on back to Hades. Now, you have to forgive me if I'm kind of maybe like low energy or just like, I don't know, man. I'm messed up. Oh, I don't want to be doing this. Here's what I do want to be doing. This. There we go. Same place. Oh, man.
Nothing there, sorry.
Rearming.
Alright, hold on. Gonna have to do this because I'm using this. Controls, custom button assignments. I'm sorry, man, but I refuse to accept that, like, it's like, if L3 did literally anything, I'd be like, oh, well, then L3 shouldn't be reload. But it's the fact that L3 does nothing, it's in, like, a way more convenient spot than R3, and, like, I don't know, man. Maybe it's cheating, technically. But I'm playing on a console, I'm cheating anyway. There's aim assist. Like, you see that? I didn't aim it at all. I just hit the fire button. Oh, man, oh, man. But yeah, anyway, if you can't tell, I am hungover. And why is that? Well, it's because I was like, oh, man, Peacemaker, Season 2 finale. I'll go ahead and have, like, a beer, or 2, or 3. And then the 3 beers I had were, the tall boys. They were the slightly bigger cans. And they were also, like, higher in alcohol percentage. And I was like, huh, okay. Well, this, because, like, I'll be honest, so, like, I did that, finished up the season 2, finished up the season finale, Peacemaker, and then, I was like, okay, cool, and then I made the worst mistake of my life. Well, I've made plenty of worse mistakes, but the worst mistake of my life recently. And I was like, let's have one more beer. And I was like, why'd I do that? Why did I have one more beer? I had already drinking too much, and then that one more beer pushed me over the edge. Because, like, I don't know, two things. A, I don't understand how people get blackout drunk. I genuinely don't understand it. I think my body is kind of unable to. Where it's like, even when I do get, like, super intoxicated, it's like, my body is always like, oh, hey, we're too drunk, we have to go throw up now. And it's just like that's what happens, like, almost every time. Sometimes you can prevent it, where I'm just like, I'm gonna take a shower, and I take a shower, drink a lot of water, and I end up fine, typically. But sometimes I don't. I don't end up fine. And every time I don't end up fine, I'm just a complete mess. My guts are all over the place. I'm feeling like, I don't know, 6 ways from Sunday or something. I'm just feeling terrible. And it's like, I'm not even, like, blackout. Like, maybe that's why you get blackout, is so that way you don't feel everything until the day after. But it's like, I feel it the night and then when I wake up, I feel it after. Where it was just, it's just terrible, man. It was just terrible. So anyway, we're going to play some Hades, which I haven't done in a very long time. Why? I don't know. I just want a nice casual game that I could, like, throw on and have a good time with. It's like, I don't really have to worry too much about it. Let's see here. Yeah, yeah, you can do one of these. Yeah, just give me one. And then, yeah, you can have tight deadline. Yeah. Feels good to me. Damn, that's kind of crazy. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's because you count as 2. Well, if you count as 2, then I can just get rid of you. Oh no, can't get rid of you. I kind of don't like damage control. Get rid of damage control. Throw on some... throw on some hard labor, and then throw on middle management. Okay, there we go. That feels good to me. I don't know if this is like ideal or anything, it's just the way I like to play.
Elysium. It isn't for the good, it's for the great. Great kings or killers, oft one and the same. They left their mark upon the world. Shall you?
Probably not, man.
Leave my mark, all right.
Oh, Zagreus will, though. Alright. See. I kind of want to get that triple bomb.
Set.
Okay, you have to fire. You have to fire it manually. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know. So other than like the miserable time I've been having being sick, because of my own dumb actions, pretty decent day so far. I mean, all I really did was sleep. all I did was like shower in the morning, then sleep, and then wake up to take care of some stuff, and then go back to sleeping. So that was kind of nice for me, you know? Is nothing quite like sleep, man. Nothing quite like it.
Now don't lose heart, young man, and we'll keep at it with you here as well.
Alright. I guess we'll do electric shot.
Thunder time.
I don't know, maybe just me, but I tend to kind of undervalue cast. So like, if I get a good cast, awesome. But if I don't get a good cast, oh well. And so it's like, I'm more willing to take Zeus's cast, because it's like, I don't see Zeus as all that good of a boon giver, you know? Huh. Man, oh man. But yeah, anyway, I tried to give my thoughts about Peacemaker last night when I started a live stream called Making Peace. And I thought it was a really good pun title. And so did the, like, one other person that tuned in. Appreciate them. But yeah, after about, like, an hour, I was like, nope, can't do it. I have to go be sick now. So, yeah. You know, terrible stuff. But I like the Season 2 Peacemaker finale. I think some people are really disappointed by it. And, like, I don't know. Honestly, it's like, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm poisoned. But, like, I can have fun. I enjoy life pretty typically. Even when I am miserable and feel like garbage, I'm like, yeah, I can look on the bright side. I can still have a good time, you know? So, yeah. Don't get me wrong, I understand why some people didn't like it, but I don't know, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. Why'd you put one over there, Zach? I gotta hurry up here.
Worthless.
Damn, Zach. You talking about me? Cause you be right. I'm worth less than you. Nah,
Anyone else?
little pun.
You have the goddess Nyx's aid as well as mine.
I know. Think about it, man. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't take that urge to kill, man. I got it. I also got the urge to splurge. And I don't mean like spending money I don't need to on things that I don't need. No. I mean, I'm gonna splurge my guts out all over the place because I still feel sick. So forgive me if I do suddenly leave. It's probably because I'm like, I'm sick, or I feel so terrible I can't keep going. But yeah, I don't know, what's the... Oh yeah, I don't know, I keep talking about like the Peacemaker season finale, because again, I think it was interesting. I don't know, I'm on record in saying I like a bit of a dour ending. I like when endings are sad, because it's like, an ending is typically sad, you know? And it's like, I don't know, maybe this is just something about how I feel. And like, it makes me like a weirdo freak already more than I am. But like, I don't know, I like when something is unsatisfying. I find that satisfying in a way, because I feel like oftentimes that's how things are, you know? So you want like a big climactic finale. You want everything to be all wrapped up in a nice bow. But like oftentimes that's not how things end. Things usually end like you know, sad or unfortunately. And so it's like I don't know. It's like with Peacemaker season 2, I would say like the thing that like my biggest critique of it, which is not a critique at all, it's a compliment, is that I wanted more. I wanted more of it, you know. And it's like, I don't know, it's very weird. Like some people's reactions to it, because there was this gal I saw on the Tic Tacs who was talking about like talking about how she was specifically disappointed by the season 2 Peacemaker finale, and like what one of her things was that like Adrian Chase, i.e. Vigilante, didn't do anything the whole season. And I'm like, did you watch the episode? I mean, yeah, he's a side character. That's kind of his whole point. That's actually like a genuine bit with his character, you know?
I'll get you next time,
Fudge. Fudge, man. Fudge and fudge. But yeah, no, so like the bit with Vigilante is that like it's even directly said by Hardcore, is that like his whole world revolves around Peacemaker. And like a character telling this to Peacemaker has like the very understandable and kind of real reaction of like, it's weird. And then I think he kind of, you know, it says something kind of real when, at least for me, when you have a sibling, is that like Vigilante essentially sees Peacemaker as his older brother, because like Peacemaker says that like, oh yeah, his brother didn't treat him well when talking about Vigilante, and like the reason why Vigilante likes Peacemaker so much and is always like seeking out his approval. Rude. And so like I don't know, within kind of like the idea of like Vigilante as a character, it's like it kind of, I feel like this is a real thing,
Something.
where it's like you've probably felt it if you've had a younger and or older sibling, whereas like the younger sibling usually really likes the older sibling, while the older sibling is like, get away from me, I don't care about you. Which, hey, if you have better sibling dynamics and relationships, good for you. But that was not it wasn't like just me. I'd seen it with like other people too. Whereas like you kind of have like like particularly with friends, where it's like you have their like little brother or their little sister who like always wants to hang out and spend time with them, and they're like, oh, just leave me alone. I'm trying to hang out with my friends. You know.
I'll take
I need
this.
that. Hey, look at that. Look at that, man. I feel like I gotta get one of these. Or, I mean, ideally, I would have liked this. I would have liked if when I started to drink from my fountain, i.e. a bunch of water this morning, that it cured me. Instead, I'm like, oh, you know what I'll do? I'll put a bunch of water in me. That'll fix me. And then guess who quickly removed that water from his body? the you know, the wrong way to get water out of your body, man. I'm saying that I threw it all up, and it was just pure water. Like I like drank a whole bunch of water, and then it was just like, oh, there it is, all coming back up.
I'm empty.
Ow. I think this run is kind of screwed. I'm not at my best, and plus I'm kind of bad with the rail. Particularly this version of it. Like, I would say I'm a little better with the other versions, but it's definitely not my best weapon. Alright. Come on. Just gotta get her out of this phase. And then now, here we go.
Begging your pardon.
Oh, fudge, man. Fudge. Or fudge? The Vietnamese dish.
There we go.
There we go. To hell. God, Jesus, this is really giving me what for, eh?
Oh, damn it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Can't be too mad about that. Ugh.
I guess I should be flattered in a way.
Should you be?
Come on in. Good thing you're basically immortal, huh?
Yeah, good thing.
For shame.
I hope your last assignment turned out well.
Bye, Mother.
Do I appear as though I've time for conversation, boy?
Take care, Father.
Oh, hi. You let me know if you see any dust around here, won't you, Prince?
Bye for now.
That's funny. That's funny. I like that one. Why do people keep asking if the horse was okay? That's funny. Oh, man. But yeah, I don't know. I might actually go leave to drink some water, because I am severely dehydrated. But yeah. I don't know, yeah, but so like some other thoughts for me at least on Peacemaker season 2 finale. It's like, I don't know, I really liked it. Like I thought it like wrapped things up interestingly, you know, left you with a bit of a cliffhanger, but it's like I'm excited to see what James Gunn does with the DCU, you know, where it's like I want to see how it's all gonna tie and fit together, and like what else he does. Like kind of my hope is that I'm like I want there to be a goddamn vigilante TV show. Like or like a vigilante movie. I just want something that's like vigilante all the time, man. I love vigilante. He's like my favorite guy. Which again, it's like weird to see some people say that like vigilante did nothing. It's like yeah, he had some like he had some minor roles, but like for me, he was like the funniest part of the season 2 finale. You know, he's got like the back and forth between him and Flurry. I don't know, that guy. And then there's you know. Oh yeah, there's like him spending his blood money and just like him like really trying not to do it. Where he's just like, it'll bring a curse on us. We can't do it. We can't spend the blood money. And then like Adebayo just like very kind of you know simply like tricks him, which is just like, well, I guess I'm a better friend to Peacemaker than you are, Vigilante. And he's like, no, you're not. No, I'll spend the blood money. I'll take on a blood curse for Chris. Or the fact that before the before that conversation happens, he's playing like on the Nintendo Switch, and he's like, "Oh, I'm playing Princess Peach Showtime," and he's like, "And it's not hard just because it's about a girl or something like that," where it's like. I don't know. I think it was James Gunn himself that like described Vigilante as like stuck forever in this like rebellious 12-year-old boy phase, where like he's also like so mean to his mom, and his mom just like does not care and is like super nice. She's like, "Oh, Adrian, your friend is here." And he's like, "Gosh, mom, why are you bothering me?" It's really funny, especially when it's like I don't know how old I don't know how old all the characters are supposed to be, because like personally I think like the older Adrian is supposed to be, the funnier it is. Because like I think his actor is like 50, like the guy who plays Vigilante in Peacemaker. The dude is like 50. The dude is old, but he like looks super young and he looks super good. So it's like it's really unknown what it like what his age is, but like it to me it's interesting because he reads as like probably early to late 20s, and like if so, that would make like Peacemaker around the same age, which is also like weird because like how old is John Cena? Isn't he like 50? Oh man. But yeah, I don't know. I thought there were like some great moments, and I like that it leaves off with like an unsatisfying end and a bit of a cliffhanger. Because I'm like, ooh, I want to know what happens next, and I'll find out eventually, inevitably. But yeah, man. But yeah, I don't know. It's good stuff. It's like I like the romance between Peacemaker, i.e. Chris, and Harcourt. Like I think they make a pretty cute couple, you know. And it's like I think also the weirdest thing was like what was it again with this gal I saw complaining about the season 2 finale, which like I think she has every right to. I mean, like you know, go off. But like one of her complaints was that what was that? Like, why is like 8 to 10 minutes of this just like watching a band on stage play music? And it's like that's like the whole thing with Peacemaker is that it's like kind of a musical. So it's like, yeah, for the finale, have some bands come in and play some music. Like it's pretty sick. They had like Nelson in the opening bit, and then they had like Foxy Shazam singing the title sequence. Like there's the title sequence is still there, but then with like later on there's like a full blown concert with you know it's not called Julian, even though I want to say the song's name is Julian. Julian, it's a hungry world, and each alive. Oh, Julian, when the fangs sink in, you throw you back in. Oh. It's Oh Lord by Foxy Shazam. But yeah, they have like a concert where it's like Peacemaker and Hardcore. You go to that concert together, and it's like a nice little thing, you know.
Next.
Yeah. Now I'm kind of curious as to like,
Why are you here?
because there's always a room.
Go on.
You just try and sleep, even though you're alone. You just close your eyes, boy, and dream of home, and light is always on. You just keep that in mind. When you wake in the morning, you'll be satisfied. 'Cause there's always a wrong to your right, and there will always be a war somewhere to fight. And God knows I've had some rough whooping years. Oh, oh Lord, oh Lord, keep on keeping on. It's a good song. I'm butchering it right now, so my bad. But it's like it's a fun song. Every time it comes on, I just sing along to it, and it's a really fun song. But yeah, so it's like I don't know. It's very weird because also I love the bit where I'm trying not to swear, but the song that comes on that's like "You're effing my heart in the ass" is so good, man. Because it just keeps going, it just keeps repeating, "You're my heart in the ass." It's really funny. But yeah, I don't know. Great finale. Great little season of television. I don't know, man, because I think I'm also like a freak that enjoys second seasons of things. I feel like a lot of the time people will like really like a show for the first season. They'll be like, oh, the first season is great, and then like as the show continues to go on, it just like people like the seasons less and less. And I feel like I'm in the minority when I'm like, I like later seasons of shows. Like I like sticking with these characters for a while, you know? Even if it does in some ways get worse, it's like I still like it. You know, it's like I don't think it's like perfect or nothing. I don't think it's above reproach or whatever, but it's like I don't know. It's like fun seeing a show involved, especially when you get something like say like Mr. Robot or what's like another show that I think is good like from season to season. I don't know. Mr. Robot just like stands out to me. Uh, where it's like I don't know, it's really good. Or like Severance. Like I don't know, I like Peacemaker a lot, and like I think kind of the last show I watched like when it was coming out weekly was Severance, and like I don't know, it's just really good. I really like Severance, both season 1 and season 2, and like I think it's interesting, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's also kind of weird where it's like I would say I don't want to spoil nothing for either Severance or Claire Obscure, but like both of those shows have like people who ardently or extremely interpret the show in their own way where it's like I think the show is wanting you to interpret it in that way, but like at the same time I can't help but like fundamentally disagree with it, you know. And it's like what do I mean by that? There's actually a video I watched by this creator I really like. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but like he made a video for Severance season 2, and like if you don't know Severance, like I can talk about this without it being like a major spoiler, But like the premise of Severance is you get this procedure done where they put like a little chip in your head, and every time you go to work, you take on like not like a new personality, but you have all your memories removed. So like you only remember work and you don't know anything else about like your own life. Like you know facts about the world, like say for example like when you kind of get this procedure done, they ask you a bunch of questions, and one of them is like name a United States state and or territory. Uh, and it's like you get like a perfect score if you're like yeah, Delaware, you know, where it's like I don't know, it's really kind of creepy where it's like what are the color of your mother's eyes, and it's like you see the characters realize, oh, I don't remember the color of my mother's eyes. So yeah, it's a really interesting premise, but like the thing to me that I think is interesting about it is like, is this like separate kind of identity? I guess is that like a real person? Are they like a genuine, authentic person where it's like their thoughts and their feelings and considerations should be taken seriously? Because like throughout the show, it's like they are and they aren't. Like it's kind of like on one hand, it's like like again, this is spoilers for like the first episode or two. It's like one of the characters is like, I don't want to work here anymore. I want to quit. And then like when they try to quit, like their outside of work self tells them, "Hey, you work, you do what I say. I'm in charge and control of my body. You're not quitting. You're gonna work here and you're gonna love it because it's all you have." And like I don't know, don't get me wrong. It's like I don't think these people should be treated cruelly, but it's like it's because they're people. Like even if they have kind of separate identities of like the innie, which is what they say when you're at work, or the outie when you're outside of work, it's like they're the same person, you know? So it's like, even if you remove all my memories and then you like torture me, you're still torturing a person. Even if like I don't remember you torturing me, it's like you shouldn't torture a person. And it's like I don't know, it's very interesting because like some people are very staunch on the idea that it's like they are separate identities, they are separate people, they have like a right to life, and I'd be like, that's kind of interesting. I don't think so, but I think it's interesting that people think that way. So yeah, I don't know. Because like I would say it's a similar thing with Claire Obscure, whereas like Claire Obscure, I don't want to get into it, but like you're supposed to like take some characters as real, like they're supposed to be real and authentic living beings, living creatures, and like for me on my worldview, in my perspective, it's like I just simply don't think that like they can genuinely be considered like real and true and honest people. Because it's like it's like I think they might be alive, they might be sentient, but it's like they're not people, you know? Which like I think is interesting, which might like leave me in the minority, I guess. But it's like I have a question for you about like sentience, where oh wow, I'm surprised people are actually watching because I'm just rambling. But like, do you think like an AI? Do you think that's like? Do you think an AI, like a true AI, not like what we have nowadays, but like a genuine artificial intelligence? Do you think that should have rights? Like, do you think it should be considered a living being with rights? Because it's like I don't know. The nice kind of kind part of me wants to be like, well, yeah, it's a form of life. It deserves certain benefits and certain guarantees when it lives. But like simultaneously, I'm also like, yeah, but it's not alive though. You know, and it's like if we consider the like this artificial intelligence to be alive just because it's like smart. It's like, why do we not do that for things that are actually alive? Say for example, like plants. Like I think nobody really has a problem with you like planting a plant and then like harvesting its fruits, or you know, pulling up weeds in your yard or something like that. Like nobody has a problem with it, but it's like that's still a living thing. It's still a living entity. It's not a creature, mind you. It doesn't have a brain, but it's like where do we draw that line? Because it's like sometimes it's like arbitrary, you know, where it's like we commonly eat pigs as like a form of meat, but it's like we don't eat dogs typically, and it's like pigs are smarter than dogs. So why do we like make this distinction? And it's like I think it's like mostly a cultural thing, but it's also like it's just I think people don't really examine why they hold the beliefs that they do, where it's more so just like, well, I don't really care about a pig, but I care about a dog. You know, it's like for example, if I see like I don't know, like a hawk outside of my home, like grab like a bunny and eat that. I'll be like sad for the bunny. I'll be like poor bunny, but I'm like I just like I'm not gonna do anything about it. I'm not gonna like rush outside and be like, hey hawk, you drop that bunny right now. And then the hawk drops the bunny, but it's already like 20 feet in the air, so the bunny just falls to death. And I'm like, oh god, what have I done? But like but like for example, if like my cat was outside and a hawk was going for my cat, I would like stop the hawk from eating my cat because I'm like, that's my cat, I love her, you leave her alone, hawk. You know. And so it's like I think things like that are arbitrary, and so it's like again, I don't know, it feels weird to me to be like
Certainly not.
because like I think it's different, right? Where it's like if say for example you put a human brain into a robot body, I'm like that's a human, because like to me the core key thing to a human is the brain, is the biological nature of it, you know. Whereas like if you create like a artificial or synthetic person where it's like, oh, it's exactly like a person except it's a robot, and I'm like, well, it's fundamentally different. It's not like a human being. Maybe we could call it a person, but it's like it's not a human being. It's like words mean things. Being a human, you have to have some sort of biological element to them. To it, right? You know, where it's like if you copy my brain or copy somebody's brain and then like artificially recreate that, you know, like I think Cyberpunk has a thing like this where like Johnny Silverhand is hanging out in your brain and like he's actively like kind of taking over your brain. And it's like as much as I like Johnny Silverhand as a character and as the character in Cyberpunk 2077, he's not a person, you know? And like I think it is interesting because like I think like I would say it's not like it's not a minor spoiler, but slight spoilers for Cyberpunk 2077. One of the endings you can have is that like Johnny takes over V's body. V is the main character, and it's like I would say by then he's now a person. Like where it's like weird, where it's like I don't know how to explain it. I don't know why I have this arbitrary line, but like it's like I don't know, because he's like taking over like a genuine brain, where it's like I don't know if that's a thing in Cyberpunk. Like I don't think people can remove their brains. Like you can be like entirely made out of chrome or like robotic technological bits, but it's like you'll never remove the brain. Like the brain, I think always stays, right? Unless people are like digitizing their brains. But I think the whole point of like Cyberpunk 2077 with Johnny Silverhand is that like the thing is he's like a experimental thing. Like it's a very new, very rare thing. And like for me at least, if you copy my brain and then put like the copy of my brain into like a human body somehow, some way, it's like, well, that's not me. You know, I would say maybe that's a person, but it's not me. It's something else. It's someone different. You know, even if we're exactly the same, there is this idea that it is different. Because it's like that's also the thing with like clones, where it's just like How would you deal with like the ethical and moral ideas of like having a clone, you know? Because like I think on one hand it's like, well, that would be a person. Like I'm more apt to be like a clone is a person than I am to be like a perfect like synthetic technological recreation of human is a human, right? Whereas like I'm more like, well, the clone's a human. The robot that is almost exactly like a human, not a human. And I don't know why I have this like distinct line in my head, but I do, and I find it to be interesting, you know. But anyway, I think I was talking about Clair Obscur and Severance, where it's like I think those kind of take on that question of like what is sentience, what is a human, in like two different directions. And like for me at least, it's like I'm willing to be like, hey, I think they're humans. I think they have I think they're life forms. I think they might technically be alive, but they're not like true people. They're not genuine and authentic people. And it's like some people who like watch Severance or play Clair Obscur are like, no, 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 no. Those are people. Those are literal people. And I'm like, I like you don't have a little bit of doubt. You don't have a little bit of like, well, I mean, it's like I want to think of them as people, but just because I want to think something that doesn't make it true, right? So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I don't know why I got on that tangent, but it's like I don't know. I think maybe this to say that's like I think if you are for like let's say non-biological life, or like you're very like if something thinks they're a person, then they are essentially a person, irregardless of what they're actually made of or how they were created or whatever. I think that's fine, but it's like, are you like a vegetarian then? Like, do you care for animals? Because like, I don't know, this is gonna be kind of funny, but I had a dream earlier today as I was trying to sleep off my hangover, and in the dream there was like a really friendly bird, and I was just like I was having a good time with this bird. I was like, yeah, this bird is a friend, man. And it's like, I don't know, I feel that way about like animals a lot of the time, even if like even if it's not something as direct as like a cat, where it's like I'll be hanging out with my cat, and it's like we'll just be like sitting next to each other. I won't even be petting her or anything, and she'll just like be next to me purring, and it's like adorable. And I'm like, this little creature loves me, and I love her. This is it. It's like really sweet in my mind, and it's like I don't know. It's like sometimes looking out my window and like seeing like birds that come to like my bird feeder. I'm like, I love those birds, man. Those birds are awesome. Like, I think they're really great. It's like we get like hummingbirds, cardinals. I keep forgetting the name of this one. Chickadees. I like the chickadees. I think they're cute. But yeah, it's like I don't know, looking out and seeing like genuine life. It's like even if it's not like smart, even if I'm like a bird isn't a person, I'm like I still love that bird, and I want that bird to do well. I want the bird to survive and be happy, or to the extent a bird can be happy. It's like, do birds feel happiness? I don't know, because it's like I think birds certainly feel like comfortable and safe, but it's like I don't know if happiness is something that like animals really feel. I think it is, but it's like it's obviously fundamentally different than how like a human being feels happiness, you know? But yeah, I don't know. Is this something I was thinking about? Because like this will be the last thing I'll say, and then I'm gonna take a break and get some water, and then I'll actually play some more Hades. But like the last thing I'll say is that I saw this really interesting video of somebody
Oh,
talking
hello,
about
New piece there.
let's see what to play. I'm kind of a good riddance fellow. I like good riddance.
If you insist, my friend.
You know what?
You turn that down this instant.
Why, Dad? Yeah, let's do Lament of Orpheus. But yeah, so oh yeah, it was somebody talking about like the fact that these scientists observed like octopuses kind of making like little cities, like making uh
Get to the point.
carving out rocks or like moving rocks around and like creating like little homes and like octopus apartments and stuff like that. And it's like it seemed like really interesting.
What's next?
But then like something that was brought up during that
Speak up.
discussion, or like the scientists like talking about it, where like the scientist was like there was like some disagreement in the scientific community of it if it could be classified as a city, you know, because it was like, well, human beings build cities, we know what a city is, but just because an octopus does something similar, does that make it a city? Whereas like I think it is a matter of semantics, but like I think it is also this interesting idea of like, yeah, are animals fundamentally different than people? I think so, because we're fundamentally different in our biology and our construction. It's like we're similar in a lot of ways, like we all share the same building blocks of DNA, but ultimately we're not like, it's not one to one, you know? It's like no human will ever have the same experience as a dog, and no dog will ever have the same experience of a human. Like, I think if you put like a dog brain into a human body and like vice versa, maybe it would be nice, but I feel like it would be kind of torturous. I feel like it would be like, it would feel fundamentally wrong. Maybe you could get used to it after a while, but I can't help but feel like it's like, it would be such a extremely differing experience that it just would not feel right. You would just feel inherently uncomfortable being in like a body that your brain was not designed for, you know? And so it's like this interesting idea where it's like, well, octopuses are like constructing something. They're doing it, but it's not in the same way that a human does. Like it's there's a fundamental difference between like octopuses putting rocks together and hanging out in them, and then like human beings building cities. Like they are like fundamentally different. And it's like, I don't know, to me it's like, wow, what a really interesting thing to think about. It's something you don't really consider, of like, yeah, how do we define terms, you know? It's like, would animals be fundamentally different? Like, if we could talk to an octopus, like, maybe it would come up with a word that's like similar to city, but it's like, they wouldn't call it like a city. Like, they would obviously have their own language, have their own idea of like what it is and what it means to them, you know? And we're projecting our own human beliefs and our own ways of thinking onto the octopi, you know? Where it's like, well, when we do something like this, we call it a city, and we do it for like these reasons. And it's like the octopi could be like thinking about it in a completely different way than we would. And like, I think that's really interesting. But like, I saw a TikTok video where somebody was talking about it, and they were like really upset that this debate was going on. And he said maybe the funniest thing. Like, I think the guy maybe has a valid point, and like I can see where he's coming from, but it was like so funny to hear this guy say, it like, yeah, I guess it's really I guess it's really easy to dehumanize animals. And it's like, I know what you mean, but it's like the key word in humanize or dehumanize is human. I don't think you can dehumanize something that is not a human, right? Like, I understand what you mean, but it was just really funny where I'm like, where it's like, I think that's also, because I think it's a problem in the opposite direction too, where it's like sometimes we humanize animals in a way that like they shouldn't be humanized, you know? It's like, I don't know, because an animal I find to be like fascinating is jellyfish, right? Like, jellyfish, one of the few animals, well, I don't know, there might be more animals, depending on how you define it, but like, one of the main animals that don't have a brain. Like, they just have a central nervous system where they just, like, react to their environment. And, like, I think that's, like, really interesting, right? it's like interesting that an animal like that exists. And so it's like it's like I don't know, it'd be so weird because it's like I would say a core key fundamental thing to being a human is our ability to think, the way our brains work, like all the time. It's like I know we have the phrase, you know, oh, I just want to shut my brain off, but it's like you can't. Your brain is like constantly working. Like when I was like really sick and hungover today, it's like the whole time I'm just like, brain, stop, just shut up. I need to be unconscious. And my brain's like, hey, dude. my brain's like, hey, here's Dramamine by Modest Mouse. And the song Dramamine by Modest Mouse was just playing in my brain as I'm like, God, shut up. I feel so terrible. Shut up. Turn off the music. My brain's like, sorry, pal. I literally can't stop working. All right, until you die, I will continue to function and do what I'm going to do because that's the brain's job. That's what the brain does. It simply works until it doesn't, you know? And so, like, I don't know, life without thinking, life without a brain is just like, it's incomprehensible. Like, you would need to just be off. Like, I guess the closest you can get to life without a brain is being dead, you know? And so it's just like, to me, it's like really interesting, where it's like, it's just like, I don't know, if we do ever get to the point where we have like genuine sentience in robots or technology, it's like, it's like, how would they think? Why would they think? Like, it just would be really, I mean, fair enough, but like, I've become unconscious almost like every single day. You know, it's like I go to sleep, but it's like my brain's still working. Like, my brain dreams. Even when oftentimes I don't remember my dreams, my brain is still working. Like, I know that's also the thing with the brain, is that even when you're not actively using it, it's still working. Like, your brain is the one telling your body to be like, hey, pump blood through, like, throughout the body, to have the cells do this and do that. Like, it's kind of amazing how much the brain does with you not even thinking about it or realizing it. But again, it's like, I think spacing out is, again, that's why we have the phrase, turn your brain off. Like, oh, I had a hard day at work, or I just feel terrible, I want to turn my brain off and watch some TV or do something like that. And it's like, even then, it's like, your brain is still working. Like, it doesn't stop. Right? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But, like, I don't know. I think you also bring up a fair point, where it's like, even amongst humans, like, human to human, it's like, there's no one universal experience of being a human. Like, we all differ fundamentally in how we think, you know? Like, our brains might have very similar processes in how we think, but it's like, how we choose to use our brain and like how our brains work and even how our brains are constructed are entirely unique to ourselves. Where it's like, I don't know, you might think one way, you might believe one thing, and like somebody else could believe something completely differently. But yeah, I don't know. Sorry to keep going on about it, but I don't know, it's really interesting to think about how, like, it's like, if we can't even have like one universal agreed upon way of thinking for people, how are we supposed to like do the same for like something that's not a person, you know? Something that is like unable to like effectively communicate with us, you know? Because it's like, animals can communicate with us, that is possible, but it's like, I don't know, it's like fundamentally different, you know? Whereas like, I can tell my cat a lot of things. I'd be like, cat, you're annoying me right now, or cat, I love you more than the world itself, and yada yada yada. My cat does not know what any of that means. Like, my cat does not get the meaning I'm conveying. And in much the same way, where she comes up to me and starts meowing at me, sometimes it's like, oh, I want food, or I want water. That's often what it is, but sometimes she meows at me and I'm like, I don't know what you mean by that, cat. I don't know why you're meowing at me. You are, and I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you want. Oh.
absolutely denied.
Alrighty.
Some new music.
Let's see. What to put on before I leave? Let's do Hymn to
That one,
Zagreus.
then.
What else?
Alright. I will be right back, because I don't know if you can tell, I am extremely dehydrated. I gotta get some water in me, but I'll be back in due time, so.
Well,
BRB. Feel
next.
free to tune out if you want, but hopefully I'll be back. If not,
With it.
then, I don't know. I probably fell asleep because I am still really tired. I've been basically doing nothing but sleeping all day, and I'm still tired. Never drink too much, folks.
No,
Never do it.
denied. Come forth.
That is true about cats. Is that usually, like, I feel like 90% of what my cat says to me is like, "Give me treats." And I'm like, "No, cat. I already gave you treats. Or someone else already gave you treats. You're not tricking me into giving you more treats." She's just like, "More treats."
A moment.
Oh man, cats are funny and cute and adorable and weird little creatures. But yeah, anyway, BRB.
Well, Shades, what are you waiting for? And next. Your business? Anything else? Absurd. Denied. Next. Quickly. What else? I think not. Denied. Next. Next case. Oh. Claim denied. Next. State your business. And so... Denied and out with you. And next... What brings you here? Go on. Denied. State your claim. Claim denied. Come forth. State your case. What else? Not a chance. Denied. Next. Why are you here? Is that all? Denied. That's quite enough for now. Form up, Shades. Next. I'm waiting. What happened then? Denied. Out. Keep moving. Next. Next claim. So what? Most certainly denied. And next? I'm waiting. Indeed. Granted. Now go. Keep it moving. What? Truly. Very well. Claim granted. Next, you. Go ahead. Is that so? Absurd. Denied. Well, next. Explain. Waste of time. Denied. And next. Speak up. Is that so? Denied. And next. Make it quick. Categorically denied. Next. What? And you did what? Denied again. Who is next? Quickly. Truly. Certainly not. Denied. I'll hear no more for now.
Honestly, good thing I have my controller plugged in, because I think I've been gone for way longer than 5 minutes, and that's when my controller turns off. Ugh. But yeah, anyway, hello, howdy. I return. Why? I don't know. I mean, it's kind of funny. I'm thinking about it, where it's just like, man, what? Do I really have anything to talk about? No, I watched like a Northern Lion video of him talking about like food poisoning, and I'm like, I can relate somewhat. I poisoned myself late last night. Yeah, no, I'm like 11 minutes into the video. Oh man. But yeah, I gotta get a lot of darkness if I want to level up the stupid warden thing. I know I'm saying it's stupid, but like, it is quite literally
What's new,
pointless.
Skelly?
It is just like fun
I
endgame
need
stuff
my
for
bow.
you to do. But hey, since I'm doing it anyway, that means I can do this. We're having fun here, folks. Begin.
No thanks.
Exactly. No, thank you. Ooh, Demeter.
When all this is over, please do come and visit us sometime, grandson.
Oh, it's already over. It's already over. But yeah, I don't know. Artemis? Ooh, yeah, gotta go with Artemis. I like Artemis. She's really fun, and I recently just uploaded it, but like anytime I've like started the game over from the beginning, because like at one point I was trying to see if I could beat Hades on like the first run, so I was just like constantly starting over from the beginning.
To you from the forest. Callisto and the woodland nymphs say hi.
And like I love that when Artemis introduces herself, she's like, "I'm not like all the other gods." Or she says specifically, "I'm not like all the others on Olympus," and I'm like, that's really funny. Because I think she's right, but it's a funny turn of phrase. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that Artemis is like, I'm not like all the other girls. I'm like, possibly ace, and or gay.
More.
Cause like, by the way, do you mind if I say something? I kinda do hate, like, I understand why people do this, but like, as a guy who posts a lot of Hades shorts, it's like you'll see people's like, no offense, unsolicited opinion a lot of the time, and like, for example, I posted one with like, with Demeter talking about like, Persephone, like marrying Hades, you know, and she's like, you know, I might not understand why my daughter did this, but you know, I trust that she's a good judge of character, and that you know, I gotta take it on faith that she made the right decision. Like I can't be the one to judge and make that decision for her, you know. And so it's like a nice little moment, and then like somebody leaves a comment that's like, "Oh yeah, that's totally what happened. Persephone chose to marry Hades. It's not like she was kidnapped or anything." And it's like, in this universe, she wasn't. Like, yes, I understand there is lore already done about the Greek gods, but it's like, it would be boring if this game was just like, oh hey, here's the Greek gods again, nothing new, nothing different, nothing changed. It's like, it has its own canon, it has its own lore.
I and your family on Olympus all stand ready to support you in your efforts, noble cousin.
Ooh, it's a tough one. Because the Divine Flourish is good a lot of the time, but like, I feel like it's not that good with the bow specifically. Well, some bows I think are better than others, but I think for Rama's bow, it's not really all that useful. And then it's like, I'm not a big fan of her cast, but like, I would say it's like, I like it more than others. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, I do understand some people like just basing what they know on Greek lore. They don't know anything about the game, but it's like, I don't know, it's just like, it's a little irritating to me, because it's just like, you're speaking from a place of authority where you are not, you don't know anything, and that's like the thing that is like maybe top 10 annoying things about the internet, is people being like, oh, I know exactly what's happening here. I don't need any more context or information. I'm the most knower of all. I know all the things. And it's like, maybe you know some things. You don't know everything. Nobody knows everything, you know? Because like, if they were like, in this like version of in this canon, was Persephone not kidnapped? Did they like posed it as a question, or you know, I don't know, had a little bit of like, I don't want to say humility, but just like a little bit of like genuine curiosity, I would have been like, oh, well, yeah, actually in this universe, you know, Persephone left Olympus of her own choice and volition. Because like, I wouldn't mind explaining it, but just being like, oh yeah, she totally wasn't kidnapped. That's pretty funny.
If you are so disinterested in my generosity, young Zagreus, then you shall have my wrath.
Coolio.
She won't like this.
But yeah, I don't know. It is just a little pet peeve of mine. I think it's fine ultimately. Like, it's not a big deal or anything, but it's just like, I don't know, I think it is a little microcosm of, like, genuinely one of the most annoying parts about being on the internet, is people thinking that they know best and they know everything, and that there's, like, no other information that they could have to make a judgment.
I am the eldest of Olympus, Zagreus, and I expect for you to treat me suitably.
Fair enough, Mima. Yeah, I mean, yeah, take that, why not?
Idiot.
I love Zagreus, he's so cute. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, also, again, like, say for example, like, Zagreus is a very, like, obscure god in
Do not so much as think about it.
in like the original Greek text or whatever, however you want to refer to, like, the original beliefs of the Greeks. And like, it's said that, like, Zagreus is like the son of Zeus and Persephone. Where, like, in this game, it's very clear that, like, Zagreus is the son of Hades and Persephone. Like, there's no really room to doubt it.
Delicious.
Because, like, I don't know if this is exactly the best term for it, but it's kind of like a whitewashed Greek pantheon. This version of Greek gods and lore, you know? Where it's like, they've removed some elements that make it, like, really weird and gross and somewhat strange, I would say, you know? Whereas, like, say, for example, like, the big three, Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades are all, like, brothers. But then, like, Demeter is, like, their foster sister. Where she, like, refers to them as, like, her foster brothers. You know? So that way it's a little less weird that,
again.
you know,
Not quite.
that Persephone and Hades are in a relationship. That's it. Sorry, I can't think. My brain's fried. Because, like, I don't know, I think also my problem with, like, this specific comment is it's to me, it's said in such, like, a smarmy way. In such a, like, oh yeah, sure, Persephone totally wasn't kidnapped. And it's like, in this universe, she wasn't!
See you again, I'm sure. More.
Because, like, I don't know, there's another game I've played. Not recently. Well, maybe somewhat recently. I don't remember when I last played it. But it's called, Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. Honestly, I think it's a really fun game. And, like, if you want to hear Laura Bailey as the main character doing a lot of singing, as well as, like, Ashley Johnson, Troy Baker, and there's, like, a bunch of other people whose names I can't remember off the top of my head, because I remember their first names, but then I'm struggling to remember their last names, and I'm feeling bad about it. But, like, he's got, like, a stacked cast. Oh, Felicia Day plays Athena in it. But yeah, let's see. Stray Gods cast me, because like I feel bad because I can never remember her name. even though I should. But there's uh, who is it? Oh, Allegra Clark is in it. Oh, and then Erika Ishii, they're in it as Hermes. And Jolly Bamani, that she voices Medusa, and I'm pretty sure she's at least I know her most from voicing Symmetra in Overwatch. But yeah, I was like, I know her first name's Anjali, but I forget her last name. But there's like other people too, like Kimberly Brooks, Anthony Rapp, Meryl Dandridge, Raul Cooley, who's in he's in that upcoming sequel to Returnal. I think he's like the main cast member in that. But I think I think his character's name is Ravi, I think, in iZombie, and that's what I know him from. Where it's like I heard him in the game, I'm like, where do I recognize this guy's voice from? And I'm like, oh shoot, he's a character on iZombie. Ah, okay. But yeah, so it's like got quite a few famous people in it, but it's like a fun game where it's just like you kind of get to like just like make very minor choices throughout it, but you like get to hear like different songs and like you can choose who to romance. It's pretty fun. But like but in it I would say that like Athena is like the main antagonist, and like also like looks significantly different from like the Athena in Hades. And I remember playing it being like, man, I don't like what they did with Athena in this one. Like I like Athena in this Hades so much more, where like, or in this version of the Greek pantheon in Hades, where it's like I like that she's like stern and kind of cold, but like ultimately she's very caring and wise, and like I don't know, I really like this version of Athena a lot. And it's like seeing like a different version of it, I'm like, okay, it's a different version. It's like I'm not gonna like complain about it, but it's just like I don't like it as much, and that's kind of intentional. But it's like I don't know. I just remember playing that game. I'm like, man, I miss Athena from Hades. Which, oh man, I wonder if she's in Hades too. I don't know, because Hades 2 is only on Nintendo Switch and PC, and guess who has like neither of those? Well, I actually have a Nintendo Switch, but I'm not giving Nintendo a single cent for the rest of my days. They have personally screwed me over, and now I will never buy another product from them again. You've lost my business, Nintendo. To be fair, you haven't had it for like a good couple of years, because I bought a Switch and then bought like, you know, honestly, I would say like my top three games, which are like really the only games I've played on Nintendo Switch, are what do you call it? Super Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, and then Fire Emblem Three Houses. And I think that's kind of the opposite order in which I got the games. Because I think Fire Emblem Three Houses was like, I got that game when I got the Nintendo Switch. And like, I actually played the hell out of it after I had like dropped out of college for a variety of reasons I don't want to get into. But basically, I was sad and a little bit traumatized from my experience in college. So that was really nice. I really like Fire Emblem Three Houses, and it holds like a special place in my heart. But like Mario Odyssey, really fun, and Breath of the Wild, really fun too. Like both really fun games. I don't think they're perfect. Like I wouldn't say they're in like my top 10 games. Maybe Fire Emblem Three Houses could squeeze in there, but like I think I like way more games more. Well, you know, I will say I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I stand by it. Fire Emblem Three Houses is the best Persona game I've played, with the worst music. Which is not to say that the music in Fire Emblem Three Houses is bad. No, it's good. It's great even. But like the music in the Persona games is top tier. Like I think the Persona games might have some of my favorite music ever of all time. Like just in general, like the music is so good. All right. So you play Persona games for whatever reason you do. Maybe it's for the combat. Maybe it's because you're a creep who likes pretending to date anime teenagers. Maybe it's because you like the voice acting or the story or whatever. which I think the stories of the Persona games are generally pretty good. But it's like and don't get me wrong, I played the Persona games for the story a little bit and the voice acting because I do really like that. But main reason I'm playing the Persona games, that fucking music, the music, man, the music is so beautiful, man. Genuinely some of the best stuff ever. But yeah, so like Fire Emblem Three Houses is like the best like Persona game I've played, where it's like I just love so many of the characters in that game. And like I don't know, I love the fact that you can kind of play matchmaker, where you're like, oh, I like these two characters together and I like these two characters together. Cuz like I don't know, it's is it weird or not weird that like most of my favorite like ships and couples in that game are gay? Because I like Dorothea and Petra together. I really like Sylvain and Felix. I love those two together as a couple, and I'm kind of pissed off that most of their in like really except for like the Blue Lions one, like the ending is that like one of them dies and then like sends their weapon to the other, and it's like get that out of here. No, Fire Emblem Three Houses. That's not real. I don't care what you say the ending is. My ending is they get together and they live happily ever after. You, all right? You, Fire Emblem Three Houses. Same thing also with like one of like the cutest romances in the game, and that's Lysithea and Cyril. Where it's like for whatever reason, it's like when you have those two be together, even though it's like she could easily be cured. Whereas, like, if you have Lysithea and Linhardt together, which I think are, like, a terrible couple, like, Lysithea gets cured. So it's like, why does she have to die in the ending where she ends up with Cyril, where they have this, like, really adorable relationship together? Alright? So, again, you, Fire Emblem Three Houses, that's not the real ending. The real ending is that they got together and they lived happily ever after. God damn it. But yeah, I don't know. I really, really like that aspect of it. I like that aspect of Fire Emblem Three Houses. And I mean, hey, don't get me wrong, they didn't have a lot of, you know, queer couples in that game, but at least they had some. they at least they got that over the Persona series. And again, also, it's like, even though you're, like, technically you're the teacher to, like, the students in the game, like, at least you're around the same age as most of them, and then also the game has, like, a 5-year time skip before you can actually start dating any of them. And I'm like, oh my god, it's like a real human being with actual morals and who thinks about things in like, normal ways made a Persona game. This is great. More normal. Not perfectly normal, but you know, it's certainly a lot better than the Persona games. Oh man. But yeah, it's like it's weird. It's like it is strange that it's like there's a lot of like lesbian relationships, but not a lot of gay ones. There's very few like gay relationships in the game where it's like this is kind of annoying because like the first time I played, I sided with Edelgard, and so because I sided with Edelgard, I've had to play as Femme Byleth every single time because like for the 3 playthroughs I did, where I'm still working on the 3rd one, but it's like I wanted to romance the Lord of the house. So like first one, romance Edelgard. Second one, romance Claude. Third one, which I'm still working on, but I'm like in the time skip portion of it, romance Dimitri. And I'm just like, man, I want to play as dude Byleth. I want to play as masked Byleth, man, because he's actually wearing something sensible. Where it's like the more and more I see like Femme Byleth's clothing, the more and more pissed off I get about it. Where it's just like, why does she have a boob window? Why is she showing off her belly button? Why does she have like stockings on or like tights or whatever, but they're like ripped and they have holes in them? Like, why is she wearing all that? And then you just see, like, dude Byleth, and he's just got, like, armor on and, like, a cool outfit. And it's like, why couldn't you have given, why couldn't you have given both of them the same outfit? Like, she would look so good with, like, just Byleth's regular, like, male outfit. But, like, with her outfit, it looks so weird. It's like, if anything, allow for both outfits, alright? I want to see Guy Byleth with, like, ripped up tights. Come on. What are we doing here? So, yeah, don't get me wrong. It's still sexist, like all of the Persona games. But it's less sexist. And you gotta give it props for that. Yeah, woo, give it up. Not as sexist as it could have been. Still sexist, though, but not as sexist as it could have been. Oh, come on. It was a different time. It was like 4 years ago. Actually, yeah, it was probably way longer. When did Fire Emblem Three Houses come out? I'm curious about that. Because, like, honestly, it's a little sad because I did want to play eventually at some point, like the spin-off Fire Emblem Three Houses game, where I forget what that one is called, but let's see here. It came out in 2019. Okay, so 6 years ago. I knew I was guessing a little low when I said it came out 4 years ago. But it was 6 years ago in 2019. It's a different time. Anyway. It's Three Hopes. That's the spinoff. Because I do kind of want to play Three Hopes, but also at the same time I'm like, I don't know. I've heard it's just like slightly not as good. And I'm like, why would I want to play a slightly worse version of the game I already like? I suppose the reason is that there's more. There's more of the characters I like and more stuff and different gameplay. Because, like, I'm not crazy about the gameplay in Fire Emblem Three Houses, but, like, I don't hate it. Like, I certainly think it's interesting, but you catch my ass playing on easy. I think first time I played through, I played on normal, and then second time I think I played on easy, or maybe played on a different difficulty, but, like, for my third playthrough, I'm like, I want to get through this as fast as possible. I'm playing on easy mode. Like, not because I think the combat is bad. Like, no, I think it's, like, pretty fun in its own way. But I'm like, I want to be able to beat this in a reasonable amount of time. And then I did not beat it in a reasonable amount of time, and I just have not picked it back up. Ugh. But yeah, man. Fun little talk. Fun little rant. Yeah, let's just continue on. God, I am tired. I really wish I wasn't this tired, but I am. I'm so sleepy.
Getting warmer.
But yeah, I don't know. Other things to talk about. Anyone excited for that Persona 4 remake? No? Me neither. No, I am excited for it, but I'm less excited for it. I'm less like, ooh, I can't wait for this to come out. I'm more like, I wonder what they're gonna do with it. Like, are they going to fix some of the problems and issues I have with Persona 4, or are they just gonna do it exactly the same one-to-one? Because, like, again, kind of with me talking about how it's like much more interesting that in Hades they have like a slightly different take on the Greek pantheon. Where it's like, that makes it inherently more interesting than if it was just like the same thing you've always seen, you know? Where it's like, I don't know, for example, I kind of like that, like, even though Hades isn't like evil in this game, he is very like stern. Whereas like in some stuff, like, I don't know, like Percy Jackson or whatever, it's like Hades is kind of just straight up evil. And it's like, I don't like that, but I love Hades as, like, just this, like, bad father. Like, I think that's a really interesting kind of place for the character to go. Whereas, like, he doesn't want to be bad, and he eventually starts trying his best. But he's certainly not a good father. But yeah, I am going to be a bit disappointed if Persona 4 is it just called Persona 4 Revival? So I used to call it Persona 4 Golden. but like, is it just going to be the same game again with like, covers of all the original music and then like new voice actors? Because like, if so, I'm like, that's I find that to be incredibly disappointing. Because it's just like, you can play the old one. It's like, I like the old one having like kind of terrible graphics. I find that to be like so charming and endearing, and like I love the style of it. And recently I was watching the Persona 4 anime, not the golden one, which I heard isn't that good, and also doesn't have an English dub. And I don't know, man. You can yell at me all you like, or be like, I prefer to watch it in the Japanese dub. I'm like, oh hey, that's perfectly fine by me. But I like the English voice actors a lot. Like they got Laura Bailey, they got Troy Baker, they got Yuri Lowenthal, Spider-Man. They got Spider-Man in that game. And then they were criminal because they were gonna let you romance him, but then they took it out. They took it out, the cowards. God damn you to hell, Atlas. How could you do this to me? But yeah, I don't know. They got Kanji. I love all the characters in that game. Like, I love Kanji, I love Naoto, I love Chie. I love Yosuke, in spite of him being like a flawed and annoying character. Who else is there? Kanji, Naoto, Chie, Yosuke. Oh yeah, and then like Yukiko's there. I would say Yukiko is like my least favorite of the main group. That I don't hate. Teddy I hate. Atlas, remove Teddy from the game and my life is yours. Please just take him out. You don't even have to replace him with anything. Ideally, just replace him with a cute animal. Replace him with like an actual bear, like just a grizzly bear, and like everyone understands him and acts as if he... Just please, man. Just get rid of that character entirely, please, Atlas. I beg of you. He is by far the worst part about that game. But yeah, I like both Dojimas, both Nanako and Rotaro? That sounds bad, but his name is like Rotaro. Rotaro? I don't know, but that's close to a word that I don't want to be saying, because it's not a good word. But yeah, anyway, sorry about that.
Better hide.
But yeah, I like Uncle Dojima. I think he's great. He's like a highlight for me. Because like, also again, he is like a bad parent, but it's like, I don't know, in a way it makes him like more endearing and kind of realistic. It's like, rather than him being like a good parent, he's like a guy who like throws himself completely into his work because of like the grief of his dead wife. It's like, I think that makes him endearing in a way where it's like he doesn't want to be a bad dad, but he is. And I think that's an interesting kind of character. I think that's an interesting kind of bit, especially with like Nanako being like the best kid ever. Like, she's genuinely so sweet and a delight, and it's just like, she has such a terrible father. It's kind of sad. But yeah. And then I like most of the other social links.
Ready to hustle? Good. I'll take that as a yes.
I like Adachi. I think Adachi is fun. In, the ways he can be fun. Let's see. Faster attack or more money? I'm always a bit of a greedy guy. I do like to have enough money. Plus, if I have enough money, I might be able to buy, like, a Titan Blood or, like, a diamond or something when I get to the end. If I get to the end. So, yeah. Side hustle me. Ooh, can't trick me, Charon. Yeah, why not? Dionysus. He is the nicest. The nicest. But hard for me to talk, man. I'm still so exhausted. Ow.
Zag, fancy running into you. There's no need to work yourself so hard, you hear me, yeah? I reckon this should take the edge right off.
Ooh. These are all pretty good, but I'm a sucker for premium vintage. I really like it. Should I go see Chaos? Ooh, sorry, Chaos. I love you, but I would love another Hermes boon. Another Hermes boon would hit the spot right about now. Oh yeah, you want to know kind of a funny thing about PlayStation? For whatever reason, PlayStation considers, like, boon to be an inappropriate word. And I don't know, I think maybe it's close to, like, it's close to boob or, like, poon or something like that. Whereas, like, am I wrong, but isn't it, like, that word, like, slang for vagina or something like that? Like, I'm gonna go get some poon, says, like, the oldest, grossest man ever. But yeah, I guess kind of going back to the Persona 4 thing. It's like, if it's just exactly Persona 4 Golden again, just with, like, a new fresh coat of paint, with, like, new voice actors, new songs, and stuff like that, I'm going to be incredibly disappointed. I mean, I'll still probably keep buying and playing that garbage anyway, but I'm going to be disappointed about it. Go on, Atlas, do nothing. I'll still keep buying that garbage. Do nothing good or interesting. I'll still keep buying that garbage. Oh man.
That's the stuff.
But yeah, I wonder when that's coming out, because to me that feels like something that's like pretty far off into the horizon. Like, I would assume probably somewhere like mid to late 2026.
Hi there.
I sensed your presence here. Thought I might stop by and check up on this corner of the underworld, Zag.
But I don't know. I might be wrong.
What do you say we end this quickly, Zag?
It would be kind of cool if they released it like whenever the game starts, like whatever time that is. It'd be really cool. That's when the game came out, right?
Who's next?
Oh, we're neck and neck. Though I'd rather be neck and Thanatos, huh? You know what I mean? Oh, sorry. Hey, you stole my kill. That was mine, bro. Damn it!
We'll leave no trace of this.
Yeah, you're a dick.
Gone.
Though I could say something else.
Get me out of here.
Oh man, oh man.
In the name of Hades.
What do we got? What do we got? I think getting the Holy Shield is pretty good.
Lerny, if you'd like for me to kill you, hiss.
It's pretty cute. But yeah, I don't know. What's some other fun things for me to talk about? Because I don't know, I'm in a talking kind of mood, even if I'm not so good at it. Well, that's me normally, but especially not today. I kind of got nothing. I'm just trying to think of things to talk about. So I got nothing, man. I guess if I'm sticking with the theme of talking about like superhero TV shows, I could talk about Gen V. The new episode of that came out yesterday, and it was pretty good. I liked it. Oh yeah, I guess this is something to talk about. Is that it's like I don't know. I think people are like really weird about like characters and shows. You know,
Heads.
where it's like I don't, for me at least, I enjoy a little bit of like of a deconstruction of like media and tropes, you know? Where it's like I don't know.
Hydra fell to you again, did it?
It sure did.
It most certainly did.
But yeah, it's like I don't know, I kind of enjoy that sort of thing where it's like I don't know if I'll ever like write like a book or you know like a TV show or a movie or something like that. I would love to one day, but you know I actually gotta write in the first place and where to maybe possibly do that. So I don't know if that's ever gonna happen. But like I don't know, I have like a lot of different ideas for stuff. And like one of them would be like a superhero kind of show / book where like the main character is like I don't know, he's like by far my favorite character in it, and like kind of obviously, but like the thing with him is he's like very smart. He can like see through things. So it's like for example on Gen V, there's like a character in it who's like doing like a very tropey thing of like they're freaking out and they're having a bad time, and they also have this like bad relationship with like another character. And like at one point they say to this character like, you're a monster, you ruined my life, or something like that. And like it in the show obviously it's played like seriously and dramatically. But then I was like, if I were to write a version of this, you would just have like another character be like, sorry, are you being stupid right now? Do you think when they did that thing that ruined your life, do you think it also didn't ruin their life? Like, you know, it ruined their life too. And you're unfairly blaming them for this thing that wasn't their fault. But it's like, you know, it's like, I think it's perfectly fine that like a character doesn't say that or address it. And it's like, because like this character has this very, I would say reasonable reaction to like meeting this person that did a significantly bad thing to them, even if it wasn't intentional. It's like people are like, oh, I hate this character. And it's like, why? Are you dumb? Because like to me, in my opinion, anything with a narrative, anything with characters is a test of your empathy, you know? Like, even if you don't always agree with a character, or you don't always like what a character does, you should be able to understand them. And frankly, I think it's like a weird thing to hate characters. Because, like, even characters that, like, I find to be hateable, like, say, in Gen V, there's a really good villain, Cypher. Like, he is a very, like, fun to watch villain. Like, he's very smart. Like, I love the bit where he's like revealing all his secrets, and like he's being secretly recorded, and he's like, hey, are you getting a good angle? And then he like looks around the room and is like and he finds like the hidden camera that one of the characters placed, and he's like, this is sloppy work. Come on, I'm all chins from down here. What are you doing? And it's like, it's a really fun moment, but it's like, obviously the guy is not like a good guy. He's like, he's the villain of the show. But he's like, it's fun to see like a villain, because it's like, I feel like a lot of days we tend to do like sympathetic villains. Like villains that have like an understandable reason for being a villain, or are understandably doing something that most people would agree with, but then they go about it in the wrong way. It's like classic, like, I'm fighting against the oppressive ruling class or capitalism or whatever, but I'm also going to murder innocent people as I do that. And it's like, why are you murdering innocent people? Well, I gotta make me an irredeemable villain in some way. So, yeah, it's like, I don't know, I find stuff like that to be pretty rote. But it's like, I can enjoy a good sympathetic villain, but I can also enjoy a villain that is not sympathetic at all. That is just like a douchebag and like revels in it. Is just like a jerk and a psycho to like the main cast of characters, where he's just like, he just does not care for anything other than his own goals, or their own goals, you know? So it's like, I don't know, he's like a really good villain, but there's like, I would say there's like no characters I hate in the show, you know? It's like, even in The Boys, it's like, I hate Homelander. Like, Homelander is a scumbag. He is like the main villain, and he's awful. But it's like, I think he is also sometimes interesting to watch on screen. And like, I don't know, for me at least, it's like in season 4, they kind of give like a little moment of sympathy for him. And it was like weird to me when like in like the one time in the show they give this character who's just been completely like terrible and awful like a genuinely sympathetic moment, because like there's other moments where it's like you can see that he's like somewhat human and like he's traumatized. Like I think that's an interesting thing about the character of Homelander, and I think that's why he works as a satire, is that he is this like superhuman god, yet nonetheless he is insecure. He doesn't feel like he's good enough, you know? And it's like, that's a really kind of interesting thing. But in like, in season 4, the latest season, whichever one it was, they give him like a genuinely like sympathetic moment, and then he like does some villainous stuff, but it's like, I can understand why he's doing villainous stuff to this guy. And so it's like, it was like kind of an interesting moment, and it's like, it kind of makes you sit, at least I feel, it makes you sit with this like uncomfortable feeling of like, I understand why he's doing this thing, and it's like, I don't think the guy he's doing it to is a good person, but it's like, it's still cruel. It's like, just because this guy was cruel to him doesn't make it right that he's being cruel to him, but it's like, I can understand that. I can understand why Homelander's doing this cruel thing. And then like I saw someone talking about it, and it's like, oh yeah, I hate Homelander so much, this guy sucks. And it's like, especially then, like in that moment I was like, oh, I wanted to see this guy get killed, I wanted to see him be put in his place. And I'm like, damn dude, it's like, I get that he's the main villain, and it's like, yeah, you do want to see him be put in the place, but it's like, you've picked like the one moment where you have like even just a little ounce of sympathy for the guy, and it's like, you still hate him then? It's like, you're not like at least empathizing with him a little bit of like, well, I can see why he's doing this, even if it's wrong and I don't agree with it. I'm like, well, I can understand it, because it's like, I think that's something that is a flaw with some people's way of thinking, is that it's like, oh, I could never be like this. I could never understand this person that is like different than me. And it's like, I don't know. I think you can. I think you just might not want to, and that's fine. Like, that's perfectly reasonable. But like saying that you can't empathize or understand a character, it's like, I don't know. I find something to be a little off with that. You know, where it's like, the whole point is that it's like, even if you don't agree with them, you should try to understand them, you know, because it's like, you could have been them. It's like something I always like kind of think about, and I don't know, this would help things more, but it's like, it's like, you know, if you swapped places with someone, if you were like born when they were born, if you were born with like the genes or genetics that they had to the parents they had and lived the life that they did, like exactly 1-to-1, you would just be them. Like, there is no, like, fundamental difference. I know that's, like, kind of a simple thing of, like, yeah, if I were that person, I would be that person, obviously. But, like, yeah, that's something, like, really weird to think about. Where it's, like, there's nothing that, like, really... It's, like, we're all separate, different people. But, like, if we all had lived the same lives as each other, it's, like, we would be that other person, you know? And so it's like, it's kind of like for me, it's like a humbling thing where it's like, you kind of have to contend with the fact of like, do I have free will? Do I really have the ability to change things? Or what was I always meant to live the life that I live? Because it's like, I don't think you could really, I think you could make like decisions. I think you have free will to a certain extent, but it's like, there is, to me, in my mind, like, not this idea of like literal destiny, but like metaphorical destiny. Whereas like, it's like, say for example, if, I don't know, you break a glass. You know, you can be like, oh man, if only I hadn't like moved my arm, or if only I'd put the glass away, or if I'd done this, I'd done that. And it's like, the kind of unfortunate thing is that no matter what you could have done to prevent something from happening, it happened, and there's nothing you can do about it. You cannot change the past. It is impossible to. So like, the best thing we can do is just learn from it, you know? So there's no point in being like, oh man, I messed up with this thing in the past. Because it's like, for me at least, I've felt that way a lot of my life. Of like, oh, if only I'd done this differently. If only I'd done this. It's like if I just hadn't made that like insignificant decision, which inevitably led to something bad happening, then I would have been way better off. And it's like, well, I don't know. And frankly, I can't know. I can never know, because that's what happened. And I have to accept that fact that even if I didn't want this bad thing to happen, the bad thing happened nonetheless, and there's nothing I can really do about it. All I can do now is move forward and do the best I can with what I have. And it's like, I don't know, to me at least, I find that to be comforting. Like, I like, for me at least, I like the idea.
Make this place look good.
Oh, that's cute. But yeah, it's like, I personally have to kind of take the fact that you have to accept the reality of your past. Of like, even if you would have done things differently, or you could have changed things or you would change things if you could, the fact of the matter is you can't ever go back. You know, all you can do is move forward. You're always living in the present. You can't change the past, and you can't predict the future, but you can try your best. And I think that's what we all should do, you know? Just try our best with what we're given. But, you know, I don't know nothing. Don't listen to me. Like, again, if I'm relating it to, like, the reason I've titled the live stream what I did, it's like, if I could have gone back last night, I would have been like, hey, let's not drink at all, buddy. Let's not do that. We don't need to. It's like, I would love to, but unfortunately, I drank too much last night, and I had a massive, terrible hangover, got really sick, felt really awful, and now I just gotta live with that and be like, well, let's, you know, hopefully learn from this lesson. Because, like, for me at least, it's very rare that I drink too much, but I do sometimes. And, like, typically when I do, my first instinct always is like, well, I'm never drinking again. I'm never gonna touch a drop of alcohol. And then eventually a week or two will pass, and I'll be like, fine, I'll have a couple of beers. And then it's like, but I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna have too much. I'm gonna learn my lesson. And then eventually I'll make a mistake and I'll get too drunk and I'll be hungover, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna quit alcohol forever. Maybe one of these days I eventually will. But yeah. Ooh, God, I'm tired. So sorry about it. On the bright side, though, I don't know, I had some real interesting dreams. Like, I know this is probably a really boring thing to talk about, dreams, but I don't know, like, one of my dreams, I was at like a lake house, but like not just like a lake house, like a mansion. Where it's like, my family was like staying in one spot, which was like pretty nice. It was like a quite nice place. But then there were like the neighbors who had like this huge house, and then it's like I went out on the back of it, and there was like all this like fishing equipment set up, and it was like really like fancy and nice. And I was just like, oh wow, we should come here and do some fishing. And it's like, I don't know why I'm just at this like random person's house at night. Like I don't even know if in the dream logic, I knew the people living there. I was just like on the backyard of this house, on like the back porch that's like right by a river or something. And I'm just like, oh wow, we should come here and use all these people's stuff. But then like in the dream, I like went to bed and like the next day we were out on like a beach. And I remember like the whole time I'm just like, man, I want to do some fishing, but I'm like, I can't do any fishing because of all these people on the beach. Oh man. And then I was like, oh yeah, I should go to that neighbor's house. And it's like, I don't know why in my dream I was just like so gung-ho on the idea of like fishing, because it's like I enjoy fishing mini games in games. But like I've like fished like a handful of times in real life, and I have not really enjoyed it. But in my dream, I was just like, yeah, let's go fishing. Forget about everything else. It's fishing time. I don't want to work. I don't want to hang out with people. I want to fish. God damn it. Oh man. But yeah. I will say it was a nice dream, at least for me, because like I would say like a lot of my dreams, even when they're like minor things, like a lot of them involve me being stressed out about something. Like the other day I had this dream where I think I was like I was like investigating something. I was like a detective or whatever, and I had like a partner. I don't remember who my partner was, but like I had like a partner, and like we were like going through this bar, and like in my dream it smelled of like alcohol and like cigarettes. Like it smelled smoky, and it's like, well, I was drinking alcohol the night before, so that makes sense as to why it smelled the alcohol. But I'm like, why does it smell smoky?
Father won't miss a couple coins.
And like I don't know, it was like a really funny thing, because like I'm trying to like investigate this place, but then like a little wrench in the in me investigating the place was that I just had this like dog. I had this like dog with me that I was like constantly trying to keep the dog like calm and not bark. So I'm like walking through this bar and I'm like, oh, it's okay, doggy, you don't have to bark. Because it was a loud ass dog, and it's like it was actually like my neighbor's dogs who were very loud, and they annoy me a lot with how much they bark. But like I don't know, it's just a like weird thing was like I'm having a fun time going through this bar, but I also have to deal with this dog and I have to try to make the dog not bark. And it's like, why is my brain doing this to me? Why am I stressed out about this dog that's not even mine? So yeah, I think you're fine.
What now?
Because mine are not always fun. Like, it's kind of funny. It was like, I don't have nightmares anymore. I used to have really bad nightmares when I was a kid. But it's like, now, I don't get nightmares anymore, but like, usually my dreams have some element of stress to them.
Butterflies. Ugh.
And it's like, brain, we're not even like awake right now. I'm not even like alive, essentially. I mean, I'm alive, but it's like, I don't have to worry about anything. And you're like, hey, here's some made up shit to worry about. It's like, what the hell, brain? Don't do this to me. Oh, man. Alright. I don't know. Yeah, why not? But yeah, so, there was that dream, and then, like, the other dream I had, today. Because I had like the fishing beach one today, and the me being a detective in a smoky bar was like that happened like a while ago. But like the other dream I had was like I was like I don't know, I was like hanging out with my mom or whatever. It's like there was like some stuff going on at the house. and I was like kind of helping out, and then like I went to go talk to my mom very briefly, and I like got in like the back of the car just to like talk to her, and then she just like started driving somewhere, and I was like, well, I didn't want to come along with you. I wanted to talk to you for like a minute. And then eventually ended up going to like going to this like really weird place that was like a it was like almost kind of like an improv theater place, but like eventually at one point stopped driving in my mom's car, and we started driving this like weird like kind of it was almost like a golf cart, but like a real car, but it was like small and it didn't have like a roof or anything. And then when we got there, this is gonna be like the weirdest thing. I almost don't want to describe it because it's just like it is just weird and it didn't make sense. And like even in the dream, I never got an explanation for it. But like my mom then like hops out of the car, and then she goes like,
vast riches.
Like, oh hey, could you give the car like a VJ? And I'm like, a VJ? What? And then I'm just like in the backseat of this like fake car, and then like it's so weird. I'm so sorry. But then like 3 women like kind of go to the like the hood of the car and like put their hands on it, and I'm like, this is weird. And then I got out of the car and I just like hopped out of it, and then after I hopped out of the car they were like, oh well, if no one's in the car then we're not gonna do the VJ. And I'm like, what is a VJ? What's going on? I'm freaking out. And then after that it's like they took the car and they like folded the car up. It was like a folding up car. And it's like this place, while simultaneously being like an improv comedy place, where it's like at one point like the kind of head guy talks about like, oh, we got this play happening and it's got these things in it, and like they're just like casually mention that. And then like it also doubles as like a place where you can buy fold upable cars. And like I remember one guy like had this like fold up truck where it's like you could like fold the truck up like kind of you could like fold it lengthwise, or you could fold it widthwise, but you couldn't fold it lengthwise. So it's like the size of like a truck. And so it's like this guy like was putting this folded up truck into his minivan, and he like had to put like his front seat down because like the folded up truck was like so long that he had to like put his front seat down so he could like fit it into his car. And I'm like, why is this guy putting another car into his car? This dream makes no sense. Oh man. But yeah, so that's something I like about dreams. I like when dreams are like weird and nonsensical and just strange.
Not out of spite, but by necessity.
Lady Athena, I'm sorry.
Because like I don't know, man, just like this I don't know, I personally love this idea of like this weird like improv comedy place that has like folded up cars. That's like the other thing they're known for. It was so fucking weird. Oh man. Oh, come on, Athena. It sucks. I really should have gone for Artemis. No. Damn it, dude. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks, man. I was like, okay, I gotta specifically kill this guy when he's not, like, you know, immortal or whatever. Oh, impenetrable. Okay, there we go. There we go. Jesus Christ. Oh, God, and of course they gotta be the shield guys, man. If it wasn't the shield guys, it would be a lot better, because it is the shield guys. It really sucks. Alright, do this. Alright, there we go.
I see no benefit to staying angry, cousin. I promised Nyx that I would help rather than hinder you.
Thanks, Athena. Alright, give me the divine dash.
Gods grant me strength.
Alright, yeah, let's upgrade that. 1, 2, 3.
At last. Prepare to be sent back into the depths whence you came.
I'll be honest, it is so weird, like, not seeing these guys in their armor.
Asterius!
He missed.
Come fight me in the open, fiend, or are you quite a friend?
I'm the one in the open, bro. I'm the one in the open fighting your boyfriend here. Whether you just be quite literally friends who are boys, or maybe something more. Left open. Up. That's alright. Damn, I think if that didn't kill Asterius, it would have certainly gotten down really low.
Well, hellspawn, not ready to admit defeat as yet.
Now for the other one.
There we go.
Artemis, why? Lord Zeus, I need your strength.
Alright, Zeus, I see how it is. See how it is. By the way, something I was just thinking about, does Poseidon ever help Theseus? I think he does, but it's funny that, like, Poseidon doesn't like Theseus.
That was for you, good shade.
Because, like, Poseidon does, like, quite literally have, like, an interaction where, with Zagreus, where he's like, hey, Zagreus, could you do me a favor and kill, and kill Theseus for me? Like, I hate him and I hate his stupid chariot, or something like that. Maybe he just hates that he's using a chariot or whatever. But, like, he tells you to do that, and then once you do, he's like, hey, nice job destroying that chariot. And it led me to think, I'm like, does Poseidon help him out during the fight? Because, like, I forget what the actual, like, lore is. Like, here. Kind of curious if, Hairless foes. No, not there. The underworld. Oh, there's a note. Yeah, I think he's going to be in here. Patroclus. Aw. Aw. But yeah, Theseus. Oft called the greatest king of Athens, the hero Theseus is nonetheless best known for his deeds earlier in life. Deeds great enough to earn his immortal soul a place of high honor in hallowed Elysium. Now he reigns in this heaven of ours, much as I understand he reigned in life, with pride and confidence both in abundance. The kings I knew in life aspired to do the same. Yet there is something distinctly different about him. I do not know it was merely for pity that Theseus vouched for the bull-headed Asterius to join him in Elysium. doubtlessly risking his own station there. Some say Asterius is merely an unwilling servant of his now, but I know mortal battles build strong bonds. Is it so difficult to imagine that a peerless man like Theseus might find a peer in an unlikely soul? Aw, that's cute. I like that. Cool. I don't feel like reading. Honestly, I'm tired. I would do it, but I'm just tired. Ugh. I'm surprised I managed to get through that without losing a Death Defiance, though. Oh, where's the fish? That's down here. No? Where's the fish? Oh, there it is. I missed it.
All right, let's catch some fish. There.
Hell yeah. Oh man, but I love that delivery there of is it Darren Korb, I think, is the guy who voices Zagreus in this game? But like that delivery of like, let's catch some fish is so good. Alright, let's see what we got here. Yeah, let's get greater evasion. And then, ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, why not?
Delicious.
Spend all my money now.
If I were a satyr sack, where would I be? Maybe this way. Gah.
But yeah, I will say I do kind of feel bad about my general knowledge of like Greek myths, which like I read like Ulysses in high school when I was younger. I really liked the Percy Jackson series and all that. But yeah, it's like almost any time it like there's like a crossword puzzle, because like my parents love doing the crossword, particularly on like Sundays and stuff. But like anytime there's like a Greek myth or like any kind of like mythological question, they're like, hey, do you know this? We got one for you. And I'm like, no, I don't. And I feel so bad every time. Because like I know nothing about Theseus. Like, I'm sure I've heard of him in passing, but it's like, I literally know next to nothing about Theseus. In terms of, like, his actual, like, stories and, like the actual, like, facts about his tale or whatever. Like, I really know nothing.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Let's do Dionysus. Oh man, I'm sorry, but I cannot stop thinking about my dream, my unconscious brain coming up with this like weird thing with like it's so weird. It's called a VJ too, and it's like I don't know. I don't know that means anything, but then it's like it's so funny to me that it's like it like immediately made me uncomfortable. And so I was just like, I gotta get out of the car. And then when I got out, it's just like, oh, well, now we're not gonna do it anymore. And like in my dream, I was like, man, I should ask what the hell was up with that. Like my own brain confused me.
Hope this can get me out of here. Should I go fight some Satans to get out of here?
Because like it's so funny where it's like even in like dream logic of like, oh hey, this is a weird thing happening or whatever. It's like usually when in dreams, like your brain just sort of accepts the weird logic of it. Where it's just like it's like, I don't know, say the other dream I was talking about where I was like a detective or I really wanted to fish. It's like I don't actually want to do that in real life, but in my dream I'm like, well, yeah. I'm a fisher guy. I fish. It's what I do apparently. Which is kind of funny because it's not entirely untrue. Because I remember when I was in college briefly, my roommate at one point like asked me like, "Hey, what's the point of Stardew Valley? Because like every time I see you playing Stardew Valley, all you're doing is fishing." And I'm like, oh yeah, there's a lot more to it, but I do really just like fishing. Oh man. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know, it's so weird that like there was this like whole elaborate thing that was gonna happen, but then I was like, I don't know what this is, and this is making me feel uncomfortable. And then the rest of the time I was like, what even was that? I should ask somebody about that. Because like honestly, if you want me to give you an honest answer, I think it's just them doing like a dance routine while cleaning the car. I think that's what it was. But it's just like, it still doesn't make any sense. Like, why is it called a VJ? And then I was like thinking about it was like vehicle job or something like that.
Just what I need.
Oh man. All right. Yeah, why not?
The Guardian of Hell itself decides the time has come for a short break and snack.
I can go.
He was hungry. You and me both, Cerberus. You and me both.
I don't think I'll ever get accustomed to the breeze.
Your heart-seeking Coronacht may have brought you this far, but shall not help you here. Darkness.
Also, was that Hades saying that like he doesn't have a heart? Because if so, I think that's kind of funny. I kind of want to save that, if you don't mind. There. Back to it. Now.
Prepare.
Oh, screw you.
wretches. Rise now from my realm and fight again.
Give it a minute.
I'll take care of this.
Meddler.
I want to make sure there was nothing in between Hades and Artemis's arrow.
Try that again.
Okay.
Alright.
Out of my sight.
Sisyphus? Ahoy, Lord Hades, sir.
Was that a boulder from the blasted sky?
Artemis!
Picked up their scent.
You stubborn. You shrug off death as though it means nothing to you. I cannot remain.
Yes. By my father's name.
Favored and envied. Alright. Fun stuff, man.
The master of this realm, Lord Hades, states that death is inescapable. There is considerable credence to his claim.
No, no! So, did everybody miss me?
Plenty of time for sleeping once your shift is over, right, brother?
Bye now!
Our work is never done.
Orpheus made the board.
Honestly, it's gonna be like a long time before I get enough,
We're settled up.
before I get enough darkness to be able to,
I will definitely keep an eye on things while you're out.
to upgrade this. I mean, the only thing I could do is I could, theoretically, like, go to the mirror and reset that, but I don't know if I want to do that necessarily. Let's see now. Yeah, because here I'm kind of curious where it's like Hades, ranks. Yeah. Yeah, resource director. That's what I'm looking for. Oh my god, it goes up so high. Holy hell, man. So apparently if you want to completely do this, you need 325,000 darkness, 100 diamonds, 50 bottles of nectar, 10 ambrosia, 10 diamonds, and 10 titan blood. That's crazy, man. That's insane. I think I'm gonna have to give up on this. Because here, let's see. If I refund all my darkness here and now, let's see how much that gives me.
How about a new beginning?
Gives me 28,000. Yeah, that's not nearly enough, man. And it's like, I need this stuff.
Maxed out already.
Yeah, my goodness gracious. Oh. Alright, well, good to know. I'm glad I looked it up, because otherwise I might have actually tried to go for it. I mean, yeah, how are you reasonably expected to be able to get all that darkness?
Hexagriff.
Because, like, even if you are just doing, like, single, like, no heat runs, and, like, getting as much darkness as possible doing that, like, I feel like you gotta do something, man. Ugh. But yeah, it seems like a genuinely, like, insane thing to do.
How many times has it been now?
Yeah, is it 276 times? I'm almost at, yeah, what was that? Almost 10,000 enemies killed? Damn. Alright, well then. I say, let's give it like one more run, and then I'm gonna...
Transform.
I think I'm gonna call it quits for now.
Not this time.
Like,
see how we can modify the rail.
I don't know, honestly, I wouldn't have mind if it's like, hey, push yourself to like the higher limits, where it's like you get, I don't know, what do you call it? Where it's like you're getting to like 32 heat like naturally or something like that. Like I wouldn't really mind that, but it's like the fact that you have to get so much darkness is crazy. And there's like no other way to really get darkness other than like just playing like an extremely high amount of times. Because plus, even if you're,
I can take it.
Like, even if you're playing with, like, no,
Interesting when you occupy a small amount of it.
Aw, thanks, Chaos. let's see here. Yeah, why not? But yeah, it's like even even if you're like doing just like a basic run where you're getting the most amount of darkness, it's still like gonna take so many, because it's like I don't know, I'm not sure how much darkness I got last run, but it's like you would have to do like 1,000 runs or something like that. Probably. I might even be like underestimating. And like that's just for the darkness. Because it's like, honestly, it would not be that hard exchanging like all the other stuff I have for like higher stuff. Like it's kind of crazy to me that like it only requires like like 10 diamonds and 10
right about that, Zag. Come on, let's show everybody a good time.
Yeah, let's do this. But yeah, it's like it won't even be that hard to get like some of the higher, more rare resources, but the hardest thing about it is getting all that darkness. Because it's so much, even now where I'm like, oh, 4,000 darkness, that's quite a lot of darkness. And it's like, that's just the beginning. Because yeah, if I go back and look at it, let's see, what's like the next amount I need? Because I'm currently struggling to get 4,000 darkness. So yeah, I'm currently a Delta agent, so 1 diamond, 4,000 darkness, then 1 ambrosia, 4,500 darkness, then a Titan blood, 5,000 darkness, then 4,000 darkness, 4,500 darkness, 5,000 darkness, 5,500, 6,000 darkness, 5,000 darkness, 5,500, 6,000 darkness, 6,500, 7,000 darkness, 6,000, 6,500, 7,000, 7,500, 8,000, 7,000, 7,500, 8,000, 8,500, 9,000, 8,000, 8,500, 9,000, 9,500, 10,000 darkness, 9,000 darkness, 9,500 darkness, 10,000 darkness, 10,500 darkness, 11,000 darkness, and yeah, 11,000 darkness, 11,500, 12,000 darkness. Oh my god, it's so much, man. It's so much. That is blatantly absurd, man. And then plus it's like, it would be nice if you could like easily or like have a way to buy more darkness, or even like trade some of your resources for darkness. Like let me trade my gems for darkness at least. It's like I don't need the gems anymore. Yeah, man, that is crazy.
My chaos boon evolved a new effect.
Hooray!
All right, you sneak.
Ah, it's such a sneaky fellow. Oh, yeah.
I'll be looking out for you. If you don't mind, of course.
Well, of course I don't mind. Ooh, there we go. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Dead. You're mine.
Hey.
The knucklehead.
Because, like, I would say thus far, the hardest thing for me, I think one of the last things I did was, was beating 32 heat, and then, like, I think buying everything from the, like, the upgrade thing or whatever. Like, the builder shade or whatever he's called. Like, I think that was, like, one of the last things I had to do.
Who doesn't love this stuff? Something I need.
Because, like, I don't know, I think it's gotta be that high as, like, a joke or something. Or maybe it's for people who have, like, played this game an excessive amount on early access. Because, like, me having, you know, done like 200 runs, it's like I'm nowhere near the amount of darkness I need to actually get all that upgraded.
Lady Athena.
I found you once again, dear cousin, and my strength is yours. So much of it as I can send there to the bowels of the earth.
Alright. Ho 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 ho.
One god or the other.
Sorry, Artemis.
Oh, really? That's the way it's going to be? You underworld gods are all alike.
She won't let this go.
Seems a little, I don't know. Seems a little, a little discriminatory there, Artemis. Yeah, what other underworld gods is she talking about? Like Hades?
Well, Zagreus, it turns out you need all the help that you can get, so here's a pity boon for you.
Thanks. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. Look, man, maybe there are some better boons, but I see the purple color and I go, ooh, purple.
Shiny. What's in the pool this time?
I don't know why, but I think of that. I don't know why I think of that so often, but I do. 'Cause I do know it's shoddy. Shoddy's like a melody in my head, but like every time I don't know why. Particularly like hearing Zagreus say shiny, I'm like, shiny, it's like a melody in my head. I don't know why. What's wrong with me, man? Oh, alright. Yeah, no. If you had an Athena boon, I would have bought it, but fortunately,
hello.
Just not the case. Oh. This is crazy damage, dude.
No murder.
Oh, Zagreus, you cutie. Ugh. God, man, it sucks. Never drink too much. I've done literally nothing today. I'm so exhausted, man. like quite literally all I did was like shower and then like laid on my floor, felt miserable, threw up, and like that's all I've done today, and I'm so tired. Oh, this sucks. That and sleep. I like did so much sleeping, man. Oh, it's crazy.
Love that sulfur smell.
Hell yeah. Now, if I can get a Hermes boon that makes my special faster, that would go crazy. Because, yeah, as it stands right now, just a bit too slow. Ooh. I'll go see Eurydice. And then get falsely copyright claimed by somebody who covers the song. Dude, it's so annoying. Like, genuinely no offense or whatever to you.
Guess what we've been up to lately, hon?
If you choose to cover a song from a video game, but like, could you at least have like the decency to have it not automatically copyright claim the original song? Because like, it's absurd to me that's allowed. And then plus, it's like, if you want to like not monetize it, that's better. But Orpheus is saying exactly what I'm feeling, which is, you know, good riddance to you, you thief. Because it's like, I don't think a cover of a song is stealing the song, but it's like, you stole the melody, you stole the lyrics, you didn't come up with anything on your own. Like, you sung it, but you didn't actually, like, come up with the song, make the song, and then, like, put the song out into the world for people to enjoy. But it's like, and like for a long time, whenever I got copyright claimed for stuff like that, I was like, oh man, this sucks. Until I realized I'm like, oh, I'm getting falsely copyright claimed, and these people, I'm not gonna say they're criminals, but they're certainly like bad people. Like, especially. It's like, if you do no monetization, that's annoying, but it's alright. But you have, like, sharing revenue, so it's like you're taking credit and then taking money from people who are, like, playing a video game. And so it's like you re-sung a song that wasn't yours, and now, like, anybody playing the game, you automatically copyright claim them and then take some of their money that they make. And it's like, don't get me wrong, I'm not too upset about like splitting 5 cents with somebody for the like the amount of money my live streams make, because my live streams do not make a lot of money. But like, it is the principle of the matter, you know, where it's just like, it's unbelievable that this is something that's like allowed to happen, that somebody really can just be like, oh, I'll go ahead and cover a song in this video game, and now I'm gonna copyright claim the original song in the video game. Like, that shit is criminal. Like, I understand a lot of it is just automatic, but it's like, you think maybe after I send my like 10th, hey, this shouldn't be copyright claimed, I don't know why it's saying that's copyright claimed when the song that it says that I'm using is not the song that I'm using. Because it's like, again, it's like, if anyone should get a copyright claim, it should be you, prick, for copying the song and covering it. You should be the one receiving a copyright claim, not me. Why am I receiving a copyright claim for something you did? But yeah, it's that's something to look out for if you're looking to put stuff out on YouTube. Is that again, no offense when I say this, but talentless scumbags will just try to like siphon off the little bit of monetization that you have because, you know, God forbid they do anything themselves. Which, like, don't get me wrong, I'm guilty of this too. Most of my stuff that has made me money has been just me uploading a clip I recorded while playing Hades. But it's like, hey, I bought the game, I recorded it, I uploaded it, gave it a title, put tags on it, let people see it. It's like, it's like, don't get me wrong, it's like, I'm not doing a lot, but I'm doing something. And it's like, you are doing something when you're covering a song, hence why I think it's perfectly fine to cover a song. But it's like, imagine if you uploaded, like, video game footage, like you uploaded gameplay or something, and then you went around copyright striking or claiming people who were playing the same game as you. Like, imagine if you did that. Imagine if you're like, ooh, I just, like, oh, hey, sorry, pal, you can't upload this cutscene from a video game. I already uploaded that cutscene from a video game, so it's mine now, actually. Like, that shit would be absurd, right? So, why is it cool that this happens? Because it happens a lot. Like, if it only happened a couple of times, I'd be like, that's annoying, but whatever. But it's happened a lot for a lot of games I play where I get, like, falsely copyright claimed. Because, like, some of them are more understandable. Like, say with, like, the Persona game, sometimes you get copyright claimed by the live versions of the songs that, like, the people who make the songs put out. It's like, that's more understandable. But then it's like, it's crazy to me that somebody will cover, what's the song called? Good Riddance. Somebody will cover Good Riddance from Hades, and then I'll get a copyright claim for having the original song played during, like, my live streams, or even, like, it happened one time with my video, where it was like I got copyright claimed on, like, a video where I, like, uploaded something with Eurydice, and it's like, that shit should not be happening. Alright, anyway. But yeah, anyway, I will say also, shout out to Quentin Reviews, because on his second channel, he actually talked about getting, like, a copyright strike. And, like, he talked about, like, legitimately the reason why I never disputed these, or, like, I would just, like, mute that part of my live stream or whatever, is because like, YouTube makes it, like, really scary. It makes it seem really scary to like, dispute a copyright claim, but, like, in reality, there is no punishment to trying to dispute a copyright claim. If you give your reason and you're like, hey, this is fair use, or this is blah 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 blah, like, it's like, if you think there's a legitimate, like, it's legitimately a false copyright claim, then there is no fear at all for disputing it. Because, like, either, because I do think it is weird, is like, accusing, is like, say for example, if you're in, like, the court of law, and, like, somebody has, like, stolen from you, and it's like, rather than there being an investigation or people looking into it, it's just like, hey, did you steal from me? And then the defendant goes, no, I didn't steal from you. And the judge is like, all right, you heard it here. He didn't steal from you. And it's like, well, I think the guy I'm accusing of stealing from me is a bit of a biased source. I don't think you should, like, I don't think you should just take him at his word. I think maybe you should have, like, somebody else look at it. Oh, but that would require you to pay someone. When, oh yeah, let's get rid of all the people. Let's have no people. That's a really great policy, Mr. Company. Thank you. I will be sure to bow before my robo overlords when AI takes over everything, you know? But yeah, it's like a really weird thing where it's like, they ask the person who copyright claimed you, like, hey, do you think this is a legitimate thing? And it's like, only one time have I gotten, like, a no, we made a true and honest copyright claim. And then, like, that one gets real scary if you want to, like, dispute that. But it's actually way less scarier than it sounds, because you can file, like, the counterclaim after you get back a, hey, no, this is a legitimate copyright claim. Because, like, I got it on one of my Spider-Man videos, where it's, like, it's this stupid goddamn YouTube channel called, like, L'Orchestra Cinematique or something like that. And, like, they, like, cover, like, video game songs. So, it's like I would keep getting copyright claim for, like, Spider-Man Miles Morales' theme, epic version, you know? And it's like, usually when I say, hey, it's the original song in the video game, you shouldn't be copyright claiming me for this. Usually they're like, oh, fine, we'll lift the copyright claim. But then with or it's like sometimes if they don't do anything, it's literally a month. Like, it will be a month until, if they don't do anything within a month, then YouTube is like, oh yeah, looks like your copyright claim was resolved. They didn't do anything within a month. And it's like, don't you think that's, like, fucked up, YouTube? Don't you think maybe you should do something about that? But anyway, so if you file, like, a counter claim where you're like, no, this is really not, like, a true copyright claim, they'll have 7 days to make a response to it, and they will only the only way for them to move forward with that is if they're going to sue you. Like, they're going to take a legitimate legal action against you. So it's like, if you, like, say for example, upload like a entire movie or something on YouTube, and then like try to like dispute it, it's like, that's not going to work out for you. But it's like, if somebody is legitimately doing these like false copyright claims, then you can be like, all right, fine, pussy, see me in court. If you really think that I've taken your intellectual property and I'm inappropriately using it, take my ass to court, baby. And I think that's really fun, because again, YouTube makes it sound scary, but in reality it's like fine, I'll see your ass in court. Go on, sue me. Do it. I dare you. So yeah, it's a pretty complicated thing with copyright disputes. But anyway, I'll let you know next time if I get a copyright dispute, because like the last time I live streamed Hades, got a copyright dispute, and it's like, again, like, no offense to these like talentless hack VTubers that, you know, can't do anything original and just cover songs. Like, I don't think you're evil or nothing. I just think you're, like, annoying and, like, fundamentally uncreative. And, like, you are a leech upon society. But no offense to you. More power to you. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. I would not care. I would not be this harsh if, like, it didn't like drastically impact me. But it does drastically impact me. Like, especially if I'm like, if I want to make shorts out of my live streams, which is like what I do a lot of the time. Like, most of my stuff is from videos I upload of Hades, where it's like, I'll take the video I have and then turn that into a short. But, yeah, no, it's like, oh yeah, it's like, when, I have, like, copyright claim on my video, I can't make shorts out of it, and it's like, that's really annoying, because, like, that is my main source of revenue, whereas, like, as much of, like, a detriment, probably, to my channel live streaming is, because it's like, I think I've probably lost more subscribers than I've gained because I live stream. It's like, at the very least, it's like, that's also why I started making Hades videos in the first place, was I was live streaming Hades, and I realized, oh, it's really easy to, like, save a video clip and then, like, edit it and upload it. Like, it's just like, it was just like a fun thing I started doing on a whim one day, and then it's just now, like, my most popular thing. It's the thing I'm most well known for. Which is a bit sad. I would like to be known for my winning personality and my excessive swearing at video games when I get mad at them, which again I hope is funny. But like, I don't mind being known as like the Hades guy, or like a Hades guy. I'm not the Hades guy. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like a big It's just like people know me. It's like, oh, it's the guy that uploads Hades stuff. And it's like, again, it's like it would be messed up if I was like taking footage from other people and uploading that. Like, no, I'm getting the footage myself in the game that I'm playing. And it's like there's quite literally video evidence of it because I live stream almost every time I play. So it's like it's like if you're ever like, oh, you're just stealing content from someone else. It's like, no, I'm not. And it's like also I don't look at other Hades stuff. Like I don't watch anyone else's videos. So it's like if like somebody has like the same like thumbnail or like the same video title as me for like a little moment in Hades, it is legitimately coincidental. At least on my part. Maybe they're taking my thumbnail and my video title, but it's like. My video titles are very simple. They're just like directly like, hey, here's what happens in this clip. Ugh. Sorry, I did all that talking because A, it was fun to do, and then B, I'm also just, I'm so tired. I don't want to go on. Alright, I think I'm gonna go grab a glass of water, so enjoy the music, and I will not enjoy the false copyright claim I get on this part of the video, but I'm gonna go grab a glass of water, maybe a quick little bite to eat or something, I don't know, but I'll be back anywhere, like, probably max, like, 5 minutes, but who knows, maybe a bit longer. Depends on if nature calls or something like that, but, yeah, I think I should be back in 3 to 5 minutes. Maybe shorter, I don't know. At least 2 minutes. Hello, I'm back. Oh. God, man, even just something as simple as going up and down the stairs is really exhausting me. Because don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna lie to you, usually I will come back slightly out of breath.
Farewell, Your Majesty.
Just because I'm running up my stairs like an idiot. But like, oh, dude.
Who makes door locks connected to a fountain?
But yeah, I'm just so tired, man. I would have really appreciated the fountain after this fight. Hey, whatever. Come on. Hidden. There we go.
In the name of Hades.
Oh my, oh my. Yes, I'll take that. Alright, cool. Oh.
Look who. Of this lot. Always a pleasure.
I know, let's go for some more money.
Charon's going to want all this.
I bet he is, but I'm not giving it to him. I don't know, maybe I should go see Charon. At least see what he has on offer some of the times. I don't know, I'm just like a big saver. If you save up all your money, you get more money, and then once you get to the end, you can just be like, alright, give me everything you got, Charon.
How goes it, lady?
Sorry.
Everything just fine?
Guy who thinks Charon's name is said, Karen. I mean, to be fair, I've also heard, like, Charon. I don't know if there's a one right way to say it. Cause, like, I don't know. Personally, I don't really, like, care too much about people's pronunciation of stuff. Especially, like, stuff that doesn't matter. But, like, I don't know. By the way, how do most people feel about the pronunciation of Elysium? Because, like, I really like Elysium. I think Elysium sounds good and it rolls off the tongue well. But it's like, some people say Elysium. And I'm like, I kind of hate Elysium. Or it's like, no offense to this guy, but I think it was Joseph Anderson. If it wasn't him and it was someone else, my bad. But, like, I was trying to watch a video of his where he talks about Mario Odyssey. And, like, I could not watch it purely because this guy kept saying Mario. And I'm like, I can't watch this video. I'm sorry. Listen, maybe it's a good video, maybe it's a terrible video. I can't watch it. This guy will not stop saying Mario when talking about Mario. Listen, if that's how you said it as a kid, I have a little bit of sympathy for you. That's what your mom said. Maybe you knew some guy who was named Mario, apparently. But, like, the character's name and the famous video game series is Mario. It's not Mario. Like, because it's like maybe there are some people named Mario or Mario who actually say their name like that. So somebody's like, hey, I pronounce my name Mario. Hi, I'm Mario. Nice to meet you. And I'm like, hey, if that's how you say your name, that's how you say your name. I'm not going to correct you on that. But it's like, it's like the video game franchise. Like, Mario is the video game mascot, and you can't say his name right? It's Mario. And plus he says it so many times. Like, if he only said it a couple of times, like the first couple of times, I'm like, okay. I'll give him a pass. But he starts talking about like the other Mario games he's played, and I'm just like, I can't stand it. I can't stand this guy saying Mario. I know it shouldn't. I know it's wrong, but it is pissing me off. Yeah, I'll take a Hermes boon. Yeah, did I even run into Hermes? I don't think I did.
Load it up.
Nope, didn't do that. But yeah, it's like, oh, also like, say for example, if somebody doesn't have English as their first language, like I'm never upset at like somebody pronouncing a word differently. Like I genuinely don't care. Like, if you want to say tomato, go right ahead. Barely anyone does, but if you want to, hey, do it. Like, I think that's perfectly fine. But just like listening to a video essay with this dude just saying Mario, I'm like, I can't do it. I can't be a better man. I can't do the right thing and be like, hey, it's, you know, it's just a word. It's not like it's somebody's actual name.
Check in, cuz. See how things are going. Slow, right? Not for long.
But it's like, the thing that does piss me off about it is that, like, Mario is an actual name. And it's like, I don't know, are there people who say Mario as, like, the legitimate name? Because, like, I think some people do. I think some people, like, I don't know, is it, like, an Italian pronunciation of it, while, like, Mario is, like, the Americanized pronunciation of it? I don't know. But it's just like, I could not stand it. I'm like, I have to turn this video off. I can't stand this guy saying Mario. It's just driving me nuts, man. Alright, let's see. Yeah, give me that side hustle. Why not? Alright, didn't get a perfect catch, but got a carp. Oh. Yeah, why not? Let's go see Chaos. I think I gotta go for this one. Alright, man, let's get some more darkness while I'm at it.
Thanatos.
Death is inevitable.
But yeah, like,
another of our little contests, Zagreus.
Yeah. But yeah, I will say, I like, have tried to have it not bother me when someone pronounces something differently or quote-unquote wrong. Like, I really tried not to let it bother me. But, like, like, Elysium is one of those words where I'm like, it's Elysium. Like, you can say Elysium, and you can be wrong, that's fine, but you are wrong. And it's like, I feel that way about Mario. It's like, you can say Mario, you're just wrong, and I don't want to listen to you speak. No offense, maybe you got some things to say, maybe you don't, but I'm not gonna sit here and listen to you say Mario 5 million times. I'm not, I just can't. You say unnecessary. What do I say? Quite necessary. You're gonna beat my ass there. Oh, we tied.
Enough.
Don't you enough me, mister.
It's a draw.
Damn right it is.
Let's keep this between us.
And he's off.
Alright.
More bright swords?
But yeah, it's very few words where I still feel this like wrong inclination to be like, that's not how you say that. But it's like Mario is like, that's where I drew the line. I'm like, I can't, man. I cannot watch this hour-long video essay about how this guy thinks Mario Odyssey sucks if he's gonna keep saying Mario. You can watch my hour-long video essay about how much I hate people saying Mario. Oh man.
Tower of Olympus.
Alright, let's see here. Yeah, gotta do the special. Yeah, let's go see what Charon has. Oh, I should have checked the little fountain there. What'd you get for me, Charon? I'll buy that.
The fee.
Could buy an Ares boon. I could. Yeah, why not? Sure. Oh, another Hermes boon? I want another Hermes boon. Oh.
In the name of Hades.
Hermes boon and a fountain. Wow. Yes! There we go. That's what I was hoping for. You know, honestly, I'm thinking about it. I really should not have Fated Persuasion. Or I think it's Fated Authority. Because I almost never use Fated Authority, but like Fated Persuasion is really good. It's just like, I don't know, it feels worse in some ways because like I do really only use it for like if like I'm going for like a particular build or something like that. I'm like, oh, let me get like let me get this god that I'm looking for, you know. Like, say for example, if I lose like a Death Defiance, I might be like, hey, I'm gonna try to really get an Athena boon because I want one of her boons that gives back a Death Defiance, you know. So it's like that's usually what I use Fated Authority for, but it's like again, it's not really that useful right now.
Not yet.
Especially on you know, no heat. But even then, I still think Fated Persuasion might be better.
My Chaos Boon switched to a new effect.
Hmm. I don't know. Having the ability to slow foes kind of seems pretty cool.
Right. job.
Did it?
Good enough.
Alright. Yeah, let's see what Charon has on offer.
Don't spend it all in one place, mate. It's me or them.
It is as the king said. You will not leave Elysium except through us.
Strike! You have a lot of nerve, Hellspawn, but little else. We owe everything to our... Delta Strike! Stand and fight!
Not even a scratch.
Goddess Demeter...
Boldy.
Where did that come from?
This is getting a little chaotic.
I shall not lose to you again.
Well then don't, buddy.
Have to deal with you.
Took a hot little minute.
Thank you. Hello, supportive shade.
The fighters of Elysium all failed to thwart you, eh?
Seems they did. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of darkness now. Alright, okay. Well, that's kind of nice. Yeah. You want to know something I've never really thought about? Can Chaos Spoons get upgraded? 'Cause it's like, where is my current Chaos Spoon? Is that it? Yeah. I don't know, can that be upgraded? I don't know.
Pleasure doing business.
Vicious cycle. Why not?
Good for the health.
I'm going like all in on Ares boons right now, which yeah, why not? Let's do it. I did not mean to do that actually. I was thinking about doing it, but then I like did it on accident.
How about another?
Also, I will say it's kind of funny that I just did I did the thing that's like recently been like a talking point, which is like people saying that it's not on accident, it's by accident, and I'm like, well, I said on accident by accident, so why don't you get over it? Because like I don't know, I think I think like the English language especially, like hence why I really don't care for like general words. Like I think if you are like the only thing you should really care about like pronouncing correctly is someone's name, because it's like that is someone's name. Like you should try your best to pronounce it correctly. Like even if you don't get it right or you like make a mistake, I think that's fine. But if you're like purposefully saying somebody's name wrong, it's like that's not cool. You shouldn't be doing that.
Lady Artemis, Olympus, I accept this message.
What have we got? Ooh, look at that, man. Going all in on on Ares cast for some reason. I mean, honestly, it's kind of a good combo I got going on. Oh, I thought there was like still something alive.
There it is already. Something for Cerberus. In the name of Hades. Bit of an aftertaste. Should I go fight some satyrs or get out of here?
I'm gonna catch a fish.
Got it. Just a
Little gup. I kind of like what I have. I don't want to risk losing my
I'll take this one.
my giant special, so I'm not gonna buy that. See, I will buy that though, make my special even stronger.
Thus has the prince again persuaded fearsome Cerberus to get out of his way.
Thanks, boy. Be right with you, father.
Oh, hi, father.
I shall be interested to see if you can vanquish me again here, boy. Darkness.
Okay. You go hide. Run away from all your problems. Why don't you? Don't face him like a man. Cower in fear. Like a coward.
Darkness. You should
Ow.
have avoided that.
You should have not shot me from off screen, father. Me punching my son in the face. You should have dodged that, son. Like, what is wrong with you? Me, whenever I make a slight mistake, and my parents scold me, you shouldn't have done that. Well, you shouldn't have given birth to me. Well, you shouldn't have participated in my creation. So I guess we're both we're both failures.
Of the underworld, heed me and rise from the earth to do my bidding.
Not yet.
I'm just saying, if my boss talked to me like that, I would quit the next day. I would quit immediately. If my boss was like, hey, do my bidding, I'd be like, no. I'm gonna go starve or do whatever else. I'm not doing your bidding, bro. You can't talk to me like that. You're my boss. There's like an inherent power dynamic here. Like, you should not be saying stuff like that. Oh man, this fight's been going on for so long. We're getting the Wii part.
Got you.
Enough of this.
Boldy?
Beg pardon, Master Hades. A collapse from the temple, nothing more.
Why is he coping? Oh, that was just a collapse from the temple. Like, no, it's my friend Boldy and Sisyphus. They're my good friends, Father. I freed them from their contract, and yet they're still staying because they're nice. I gotta say, I really like Sisyphus's arc in this game. Whereas, like, you kind of go out of your way to free him, and he's just like, yeah, I'll stay. And it's like, you're free to go now, sir. He's like, I know. I like pushing this boulder up. I've made friends with the boulder. I've accepted my lot in life.
Boy, you speak none of this to anyone.
Alrighty.
I'll get you yet.
In the name of Hades.
Alright.
The limitless variety of fauna dwelling on the surface brings to Zagreus no shortage of delight. Though when he makes an effort to communicate with one, its eyes so full of calm intelligence, he learns that bears are not as gentle as they seem.
No. Well.
Well. That was a pretty good run, huh?
He's back! Signed you in, you're good to go.
I knew you.
Welcome home, boy.
No, yeah,
Be
thanks.
certain to give your regards to your mother as well.
Well, why don't you not interrupt her, prick?
Well, all right.
I'm sorry, Zagreus. I've pressing matters to attend to now.
Oh, well, that's alright.
Oh, hi.
Mistakes are opportunities for learning, lad.
Oh,
You can count on me, Your Highness.
Thanatos.
Not now. I have to go.
All right. Hey!
That's really me up there.
Look at that. Hmm, 10 nectar for an ambrosia. It's kind of a good deal. But I'll hold off on it.
I come to you bearing aquatic beasts. Totally worth it. Next here, if you please.
Look at that. Alrighty. I think I'm beat.
You are most generous to visit with me, child.
Oh.
Until next time.
God, I love Nyx.
Who needs sleep? I can do better.
Yeah, I do kind of think I want some faded persuasion.
I need more darkness.
Yeah, but now I don't have enough darkness to get it. Uh-oh. Oh,
See
well.
you, Mira.
Ugh. Alrighty. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry if you didn't. My bad. I'll be better tomorrow. Or I might not be. I don't know. Honestly, right now, the main thing I gotta do, I gotta work on some editing. I got some stuff to edit. Will it do well? I don't know. I'm kind of afraid it won't. But you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. But yeah. I will be back. Peace out. Have yourself a wonderful day, and you know, if you're gonna do something, do it in moderation. Don't push yourself too hard, because let me tell you, man, the consequences, the the consequences suck sometimes. They suck really, really bad. All right.